Okay, let's see. All right, there you go. Hey, Ariel. Hey, Sean, Soul 7, Tiff. Hey, Rafer Wade, Iconic Dose. Okay, I'm surprised there's so many people that's actually up at this time. Okay. Um, y'all know I don't go live too often. Hello to Try Something New, Perel Weeks, Maria Jones, Claire. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Crystal, Kay Harris, Zena Williams, Marissa, Alice, Earth Angel. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm up late, y'all. As you can see, I'm actually over here playing around with some technology. I like to call myself old school because I'm an old soul. I've always been an old soul since I got here. So technology is really not something that I'm up to date with, but I'm over here working on some stuff. Um, Tashana, hey Cheryl, hey Starseed. Y'all are up late tonight. Okay, it's good to see everybody. I like this setup here. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Give me like an 1111. Y'all, 1111 has been my number. 1111 has been my number. So give me an 1111 if y'all can hear me okay out there. Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, it's good to see everybody. Okay, we on the same wavelength. Hey, Simone, mystically impressive, Michelle, Roxy, just Jahari. I want to try something new tonight, y'all. And I came on late at night because this is my first time getting on using this particular app. So I am just so in the dark, but I'm learning. And as you can see, I have a title up tonight. The conversation is about dating now that you're on a spiritual path. Um, Many of you know that it's been like probably almost 2 years since I mentioned that I want to do spiritual dating. Okay. I want to start bringing the spiritual folks together. So first I want to talk to you all about, I just want to see how do y'all feel about, okay, it's your first live. Hey, Spiritual Awakening. I want to see how y'all feel about dating now that you're on the spiritual path. Okay. No, this isn't my first live. This is my first time going live on this, like in this setup. Okay. I'm using a new app. So I'm trying to see how it's going to work. I do want to try something out today. Because I've never done this before, but I do want to try something out with y'all. If you feel like you're camera ready, right? I want somebody to join me tonight. I left the link down here. I think you're supposed to click on that link. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if you're supposed to click on that link, but I just want to see if it works. If you feel like your camera ready and you want to join me on the video so we can talk, and just kind of chop it up with everybody here, click on that link that I just sent out for the StreamYard. Who else knows how to use StreamYard? Because I'm still trying to figure it out. I want to be able to interact with you all a lot more, but I want us to be able to connect on a spiritual level. Because fact of the matter is, if you're out here trying to date, you're single and celibate. Okay, Global says she's single. I don't know if that's a male or female, but you're single and celibate. That's the thing. When you get on a spiritual path, okay, y'all already know it's a lot of hermit mode energy going on out here in these spiritual and physical streets. Okay, hermit mode all day long, and it's a very cozy place to be. It's a very cozy place to be. I'm trying to see if anybody knows. Is anybody going to join me on the chat? I want to talk to somebody. Y'all got to show me how to use this thing. Because otherwise, I'm still working it out to try to figure out how I can get people on, because I want to be able to talk to you all face to face, have somebody come on. We're going to have some conversations, chop it up and see where they stand, right? Where they stand. Okay. Rodney Bay said life is good. How you doing, Rodney? Hey, Sean. Phoenix rising. Okay, you've been celibate for almost a decade. Oof. All right. That's a lot of stored up creative energy. So hopefully you're using it to really thrive in your creative ideas, okay? Because you could do a whole lot with that much creative energy. Well, it's hard because I couldn't possibly have a surface level relationship. Well, I was like that before, but now no hookups. I realized the energy transfer. Yeah, you got to be real careful of who you're transferring your sexual energy with, not just sexual energy, but emotional energy. Who are you thinking about most of the day? Who are you conversing with most of the day? All of that matters. I'm not interested. I'm so focused on myself. It feels good here in my own space. Yeah. And a lot of times you get to that place where you're not really interested in dating anymore because you get tired of running into the same type of karmic energy. And if it's not, you're going to join me. Come on, Crystal. Crystal Harris says she's going to join me. If you know how to join, go and press that link. I don't know if you can press it. I don't know if it's going to give me some sort of signifier that you're joining me, but click on it and let's see what happens, because I want to have a conversation. That way we could start, merging some unions here. Yeah, decade. She said a decade, y'all. Um, but yeah, you get to that place where love is like, whew, you want somebody that you can have those weird conversations with, right? You want somebody that you can stay up with all night talking about, those when you're going off into different dimensions in your dream state, right? Or when you're seeing those synchronicities, or when you're having those visions, or when you have those supernatural experiences, you want to be able to talk to people about different realms and the planets and the stars and the trees, right? You can see right through the BS. Yeah. And a lot of times it becomes difficult dating when you are on a spiritual path, because you can very much so attract people, right? Your light, your aura, you will attract people naturally because you're doing the work on yourself. But one of the issues is that when you start to have those deeper conversations, people get scared, okay? Especially if they're still strongly submerged in religion or, certain traditional belief systems. If you start telling them, well, hey, I read energy, I'm an empath, I have claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience, you tell them that you work with crystals and you got your altar and stuff. Don't people run? Do they not run? Do they not get intimidated? How do you join? Well, I put the link out. I don't know if this is the right way to do it. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. So I need y'all to help me out tonight. If you want to join, I'm putting this link out here. If y'all can see, I don't know if you can click on that. Is it something that you can click on from your end? Or let me see. It says I can invite up to 10 people. Let me see something. But I want to talk to one person at a time. So I'm wondering, there's an error message. Let me try something. It's an error. I don't know what to do about that. I'm on a laptop tonight. But yeah, as I was saying, people get scared when you start having conversations with them and you start expressing certain things. It's like folks start to look at you like, oh, you a little witchy over there, huh? Or or you're a warlock. You getting ready to put some love spells on them. People don't want to get past that initial point of contact when you just give them a taste of who you are on a spiritual level. And so this is why it's so important to bring connections together with people who are like-minded, equally yoked, right? People who are okay. Yes, era 404. Let me see what I can do about this. I don't know. Oh, mother and father. Technology, y'all. I'm trying to learn. Let me see. I think, let me look at something here. You might be able to, I think maybe you can get it If you email me, I can send you the link. I think I can do it that way. Mm. So we're gonna have to figure this out because this part is going to be important. Is that okay? First, let me see who is actually interested in this before I even jump in. Okay, because when I brought it up a couple of years ago, I actually started out on Facebook. I made a whole Facebook page where it was like, okay, I'm just going to do it on Facebook, but the signal was really, really bad on Facebook. So I don't know what was going on over there. And so I just didn't press forward with it because I got frustrated. I think, let me see, what did you say? I think they have to download StreamYard themselves to join from the app. Oh, you got to download it? I thought I could just send you the invite. The problem is, I don't think I can go to my email right now with y'all being on. Oh, so okay. I'm going to figure this out though. I'm gonna play around with it. I'll probably be doing a few late night chats until we get this right. Clara said it works. Oh, how does it work? Where are you at? Let me see. Where's Clara? I want to welcome somebody in so we can have a conversation. And let's see. Oh, download. Do I what? Oh, I don't know what that means. Hold on. Well, I just put Claire's name up. Y'all see I did something special. Look at that. Okay, so Claire's name is up here. Now I don't know what else to do next. So let me see. I'm gonna take that down until we figure it out. Oh my God, what do I do? So, anyways, let's like I was saying, oh, you're just downloading. Okay. Okay, you have to sign up. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and get StreamYard, on your mobile app, right? And we're going to start having some conversations, come on, ask some questions and see if we can get some connections going. Obviously, y'all are empathic out there. Most chosen seeds have very powerful gifts. And so you know how to use your gifts to discern who has real intentions and who is coming in on some BS. Like your BS detector it works very well, right? So that's why you usually don't get past the first conversation with a lot of people because now you can see right through them. Sister Shavi, I have to share with you a dream I had about you exposing these demonic beings in a magazine. In a magazine, the day they put me in a magazine, y'all already know we definitely what's the app? StreamYard? Yeah, StreamYard. Yeah, but it's a very different world out here when you awaken and you're trying to date. It's even different when it comes to people that will approach you. I mean, even that part is different because you'll find that when you awaken, your back is straighter, your head is higher, your glow is brighter. And I think people can just tell, like, no, I'm not going to approach that one. I got to a place after a while where I was like, well, damn, I mean, is it me? Am I giving off the energy that I'm unapproachable? But I had to come to the point of realizing that people know who to play with. You see what I'm saying? And before I awakened, I could step out the door and get a million people that's trying to get my number easily, right? But that was a whole bunch of time wasters too. Let me see. They have a free and a paid. Of course, the free is very limited. Yes, limited. Oh, let me see. Y'all have to let me know what you suggest. I don't know how to take I don't know how to take this off my screen. So if you're able to come on, Claire, just let me know. Mm, I'm wondering if I can leave out and just email the link, but I don't know if I go to my Gmail, is that going to bump me off of the live? That's the problem. If somebody's trolling, who's trolling? There's always a troll. Somebody always got to pop up. So yeah, it's one of those things. Have I hurt your feelings? Oh, okay. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to ignore folks. When you are awakened, the aura you give off makes low vibrational beings not approach you. It's true. It's true. I can agree with that. It's like two different types of energies. They get closer to you. It's like a repelling. They can't get but so close. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that your spiritual team is protecting you anyway. It's like, you ain't going to get close to that one. Your spiritual team is standing there on guard saying, nope, not that one over there. You're not going to play with that one. So a lot of them can't approach you because you got that armor that's standing around you that's like, nope, not today. So you don't even have to try to card deets. Ugh. Okay. I don't know what that means, Claire. Where's the link? Let me send it again. Dania said the shine intimidates them, but it's good. It's a good thing. I mean, we have to consider that when you're talking about the chosen seed, awakened beings, like people who are truly on the path and committed to the path, it's far and few between, right? And so this is why we have to come on these types of platforms um, in order to connect with each other, because you don't just catch a chosen seed in somebody that's highly spiritual every day. Save it for a rainy day. No, they definitely approach. It's like moss to a flame. They just have no access. So Starseed said that they get approached on a regular basis. So not the people who just saying they awakened and are not. Yeah, it's a lot of people that know the language, but they don't know the journey. That much is for certain. Some people have really got the language down pat. Like they watch a whole lot of videos, so they know how to, they'll talk to you about some synchronicities. Oh yeah, 1111. Or they'll talk to you, they'll call out a few names of, spiritual teachers or whatnot, maybe even a couple of books. But if many people have not truly dedicated themselves to getting their hands dirty on a spiritual path. And these are the types of people that I want to bring together here on this platform. If we're going to do a love, spiritual love, connection, whatever you want to call it, I want the real deal. I don't want no fake phony folks coming up in here talking about I'm okay, I'm spiritual, but they haven't done any work. So that's why, there's a few things that I'm going to be implementing. I got my spiritual lie detector that we can use to kind of weed out who's ready versus who's not, a little bit of discernment here and there just to tap in and see what's going on with the energy. And then I would leave it up to y'all to decide, okay, do you want to reach out to that person? Do you feel like you would vibe with that particular person? You said play Never Give Up. Yeah, my son, my oldest son, he said that's the wackest song he ever heard in his life. He heard My Feelings. But he always talking mess. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Claire. I'm sorry. Let me go back up and see what you're saying. Why is it not letting me go up now all of a sudden? Okay, so let's see. What is Claire saying? Have to pay. Oh, you got to pay for it. Well, how are people doing this is what I need to figure out then. I don't know. Because even if I sent you the link through, it seems like if I sent you the link through email, it should allow you to join that way. Let me see something. Okay. No. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to figure it out. I will. I'm going to figure it out. But yeah, so yeah, I did. I pinned the link. It's not a download. You could probably watch YouTube tutorials. Yeah, I was watching a couple of them and I was like, okay, well, let me jump on and see if I did this correctly. Um, but maybe not. Maybe not yet. So I'll keep working on it on my end. You always get approached by narcissists. Yeah, narcissists are very drawn to chosen seeds, okay? Without a doubt. Narcissists are very drawn to chosen seeds largely because we are natural healers and can be very forgiving as well. We can be very forgiving to a fault sometimes. But the more that you take the journey and the more that you evaluate yourself, you start to realize, like, okay, forgiveness doesn't look like letting people walk all over you and taking them back every time just because they apologize and give you a couple of tears. Have I ever heard of Age of Aquarius by Fifth Dimension? Is that a song? Hey, Chosen, Chosen, Big Dog, Jaguar, Major Melanin. My partner and I would love to testify. Okay. Are you in a relationship with someone who you feel like you're equally yoked with as far as being on the spiritual path? Because when I tell you, this is why the powers that were don't want to see divine unions come together. I'm talking about divine masculine and divine feminine unions. Most of you already know why. Because sexual energy is very powerful, and these beings have been using sexual energy, like literally harvesting sexual energy from the masses for a very long time in order to enhance their empire and to create wealth for themselves and to create their vision and to manifest off of our sexual energy. That's why pornography is such a big industry, okay? Because, and I did a message about this, this was like 3 years ago, where it was revealed to me that pornography, when you watch it, you're literally creating soul ties with the people that you're watching as pleasure yourself, and you're watching them in the act. You're literally creating soul ties with those beings. And so they're pulling on your energy and feeding it back to the beast of Babylon. And most people, hey, Shavi, just joined. Hey, Maralita. I'm gonna take this one from the top. When the live is over, Mama Shavi, I left a like though. Okay, thank you, the Haven. I'm glad you joined us. Hey, the Royal Elect, Julie. Yeah, Diddy, so-called Diddy was definitely harvesting sexual energy. Let me see something here. Oh, I can go to my, it says I can go to my email, y'all. Let me see something. Well, how do I email it then? It has the email link. I don't know what just happened. Guests can stream this to their own destinations. Okay, I don't know what that is. Hmm. Oh, shoot. Okay. I don't know what happened, y'all. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Wait. Okay. Oh, my Gmail. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I figured something out, y'all. Let me see something here. So I'm okay. I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna come back. Um, okay. Leave me your Gmail. If you got oh, hold on. Wait. Did I just oh my goodness, what the hell just happened? Okay, I'm trying to come back in, y'all. Oh shoot. Okay. I'm over here panicking. Leave me your Gmail. It's letting me go to my Gmail, and I think I can send you the link from there. So, Claire, if you have a Gmail, send me your Gmail and let's try it that way and see what happens. And I'll send you the link from there. So, has anybody out there? I'm actually new that was harvesting my energy. Oh, I actually knew one that was harvesting my energy. And when I stopped, he had some type of bioengineering weapon and it got in my skin. I've been trying to get that mess off for a year. Hmm. I don't know. I can't speak on that one. Oh, thank you, 4K Entertainment. If you have a Gmail and you want to join me on camera so we can talk, um, send me your Gmail and I'm going to send you the link and we're going to see if it works. I want to see if it works because if that's the way that we have to do it, then we'll just work it out that way and just, reroute until I figure it out. Diddy wasn't even under investigation when you claimed he would fall. No, that was a year ago when I was telling y'all that Kim Porter's energy was coming into my energy a lot. Like she really was reaching out from other dimensions because she really wanted to get her message heard. And I ended up doing a reading on her. I didn't do it on my channel. I did this in my private, in the privacy of my own home. And when I did, you left your email. When I did the reading on her energy, I was too done because it showed me that there was definitely foul play in her transitioning. And so after that, I didn't say much about it. I don't even know if I created a video right after that. But a couple of months later, I was watching YouTube and they recommended this show called Drink Champs. And so-called Diddy was on there and he was harassing, I think it was Fabulous, the rapper Fabulous, pretty much making him very uncomfortable, saying certain things. And it just infuriated me all over again. And so that's when I came on my channel, and I spoke to you all directly about what I was experiencing and what was being revealed to me about him. But the Most High told me at that time, this is way bigger than him, which I already knew that. But the Most High said, no, we're not just going to do a ritual specifically catered to shutting down Diddy. We're going to collectively do a ritual to shut down the entire entertainment industry. So if there's whoever is behind the scenes, the puppets and the puppet masters will all be exposed, and that those who are real talent, who have true integrity, that they will be lifted up, and the ones who don't will be moved out of the way. So a lot of you all joined me to do that ritual over a year ago. So no, he was not on trial. Nothing was being said about the stuff that's going on right now at that time. Y'all can't hear me? Oh, Crystal sent it. Oh, let me see. Oh, you can't hear me. Okay. So I don't know who actually joined me to do that ritual because of course I was thrilled when I started to see that everything, shit was beginning to hit the fan. It took about a good year for that manifestation to come to pass, but things was already unfolding, during that time. Okay. So yeah, he was definitely harvesting sexual energy. That's why when I told you all the parties, when he was doing them parties, it wasn't just for his sexual gratification. It was far deeper than that. We talking about rituals, using sexual energy to enhance his power, and also doing it on behalf of the puppet masters. He wasn't just doing it for himself, he was doing it for them too. Let me see. So I'm going to find Clarice. I don't know. What is your email? Is your email under the same name that you have? Oh, um, hold on. Claire, what is your email address? Is it a different name? How many people can sit on it? It says I can invite up to 10 guests, but I want to start off with one so that it's not all over the place, just to see how it works first. And then maybe invite someone else on afterwards, Let's see. Claire, is your email? Yes, you're here. Is your email a different name? Because I don't see an email with your name on it. Oh, thank you, Kendrick. I mean, Joey. Thank you, Joey. What's the topic? Well, I have the topic up. Let me see if I can put the topic back up. Because hold on. Let me see. I'm still learning. So let's see. There we go. I'm a little pressed, y'all. I'm learning how to do this social media stuff. Okay. Um, it's this one. What? I don't see an email though. Oh, it's in the chat above. You already. Oh, it didn't actually show up though. That's the thing, Claire. It says here. What's the first part of it? Just give me the first couple of letters, or is there, you don't have to say the entire email outright, but it's not showing. You've never heard of StreamYard? I don't know how popular it is, but I just. All right, Claire, I don't see you unless it passed up already. Let me see. So the topic is dealing with dating on a spiritual path, right? So we're talking about how has that experience been for you? Because as I was telling everybody a couple of years ago, I had announced that I wanted to start doing some, dating for spiritual people, dating for the chosen seed, right? So pretty much to help bring people together on this platform. And so that's what this is all about. Hold on, y'all, because I'm really trying to see. Claire sent it to her email. Maybe put Claire in the subject line. At Claire, I don't see her email though. That's the thing. I'm trying to see if she's using another name. If not, Claire, I'm going to try somebody else because I got a couple of people that emailed me. No, I don't see an email with your name that says Claire. So that's why I'm asking you, does your email say something different? Do you have a different name for your email? I don't date. I haven't been in a date in 8 years. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm not mad at that. I think, if you're comfortable in that space, it's a good place to be. But divine unions, yeah, it's not showing up in the chat, Claire. So I don't know what's going on. Divine unions, they're necessary, especially now in the age of Aquarius. We've had enough karmic unions. Like the world has had enough karmic unions. I mean, I'm sure y'all are tired of karmic unions. So it's like divine unions, when you come together, it's magical. the type of things that you can create with somebody else who's just as spiritual as you is it's a massive amount of power and energy that the two of you can bring together. So even though a lot of people are like, yeah, it is weird, Claire. I don't know what's going on. You said you can see it. I don't see it. That's crazy. Um, a lot of people are tired of love. You know, those of you who are on a spiritual journey, you might be tired because you're tired of people that's just not on your level. You're tired of meeting people that's just not on your level or that don't understand the spiritual path. People that you can't have real conversations with. You have to suppress who you are. You got to suppress your gifts. You know, sometimes you outright got to suppress your spiritual practices. You can't even have your altar out. You can't even burn candles because folks looking at you sideways. So turn that light off, baby. It's one of those things where you just get to a place where you just get very comfortable in your own company. Yeah, that's weird, Claire. So I'm just going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to try to see what comes up here. Unless you email me and say, hey, it's Claire in the subject line, that would help. Hold on, y'all. My daughter is sleepwalking. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So let me see. YouTube isn't going to let you connect that easily. To hell with YouTube. You had a sleepwalking daughter too. Yeah, she sleepwalks often. So what was we saying here? Let me see. So yeah, that's why I'm interested in bringing together spiritual unions because it's a totally different type of experience. And sadly enough, most people who are on the spiritual journey have never been in a relationship with somebody who was on the same page as them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you could be tired of love just off the strength that you never experienced that type of love. So maybe you'll feel differently once you start connecting with like-minded people. Okay, now I see you, Claire. Okay, it took long enough. I don't know what the heck was going on here. So let me see. Oh, it looks like, okay. So you are, okay, so let me see. I'm going to go and try to invite you here. And see what happens. Inner Empress. One second, y'all. All right. So now, let's see what happens. Claire, I just sent the email to you. Okay, I just sent the email to Claire. So you've been single for 6 years. Okay. I never experienced a spiritual relationship, and when I do, it will never end. Okay. I feel so at peace. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yayman. I don't know. Is it time for me to start looking for some glasses, y'all? Because I promise you, I have to get extra close, you know. But I sun gaze a lot. I feel like my sight is pretty good. I don't know. I have to give me some glasses. So let's see what happens. So what I want to do is to start bringing people together and to at least see what it's like. Let's at least talk about it. And let's just see if, if there's somebody that you're interested in and it's like that might be your soulmate. That could very well be the one person that you've been waiting on. Because I mean, the fact of the matter is there are platforms that offers like online platforms where they put people together. I'm sure some of you know of particular people who bring people together on different platforms such as Instagram, YouTube, and stuff like that. But one thing that I noticed in my observation is that it's karmic. And I'm like, oh, hell no. If this is what we have to pick from, then that's just not the community. Or, oh, I see somebody. Oh my God, I think it's working, y'all. Let me see. Okay. I think, oh. Let me see if I can add Claire. Hold on. Hey, Claire.
Hey, we're in. Hey,
Can,
Mama.
can y'all see Claire down there? Hold on, Claire. I just want to see if they can see you on the chat here. Or do I have to add you?
Ooh. I've no
Can y'all
idea.
see Claire? Can y'all put up 1111? Oh, y'all can see her.
Woo!
Yay. Okay. Well, how you doing, Claire?
I'm doing well. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning in England, but
You're in
it's full
England?
moon.
Get the hell out of here.
Woo!
Oh my goodness. So Claire is calling from England. We got to give a shout out to England. Okay. Wow. 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Claire. I appreciate it. Okay. So now we
It's
definitely
an
gonna have to
honor.
bring more people on. So we be getting it going, y'all. Okay. So all right, Claire. So you're from England. How long have you been on a
Yeah.
spiritual journey?
Well, consciously, probably since I was about 16, and I'm 40
16.
now. Yeah, yeah,
Wow. Okay.
long time.
So that's a long time. So how has that experience been for you? Because we're talking about since we've moved closer into the age of Aquarius, a lot more people have awakened. So
Wild.
16, that had to be a lonely
Yeah.
experience, right?
Yes. Ostracized. So I didn't stay on it. It was so many like life circumstances where it pulled me and sucked me right out of it because I was like isolated. I didn't like have a stronghold on that. So it's been like on and off, on and off, on and off. And every time it comes back to the exact same thing, each time. So it's not been
So
like a constant. But what started it was I got like choked by a ghost. He was literally like choking my throat and stopping me from moving when I was trying to get to sleep one night.
wow.
So I got it off. I just, instead of feeling scared, I just felt my blood boil. And I just tried to scream and say no, and it wouldn't come out. And then I tried again, a little bit of sound came out. And I
Mhm.
thought, yes. So on the third time, I was like, no. And I managed to sit up and get it off me. It was it's pretty intense.
So
Um,
unfortunately, that's a lot of times that's a common theme where people have an experience with the supernatural realm, but it's usually a negative experience. And so it can kind of push people away from wanting to seek further on a spiritual path because you think it's just going to open up like demonic energy, low vibrational energy. Because you've heard of a lot of people that say
yeah.
they used to call it hags riding your back. I'm sure a lot of you in the chat can,
Wow. Never
you
heard
know
that.
about that. You've never heard that
But
before?
no, for me though, it actually did the opposite, Shave. I wanted to know because now I knew there was something else. And it was my mother who I don't speak to, I haven't spoke to for 14 years. But she was the one that tried to scare me and warn me off of it, actually. So
Yeah.
but it
Especially at
intrigued me.
16 because you're young and so you're easily impressionable. So of course, your family will have a large
Yeah.
impact or influence on how you move when it comes
Oh,
to your
sure.
spirituality. But obviously, even though you walked away from it, yes, sleep paralysis, that's the technical name for it. And they try to put a,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, of course, a certain spin on it with sleep paralysis, but it is far more spiritual than sleep paralysis. But that is the
Oh, yeah.
term that they use a lot. So let
That's
me
right.
ask you this, since we're on the subject of dating, then how has your dating experience been since you've been on a spiritual journey?
Like you were saying, uh, totally agree with that. Just being comfortable, being in hermit mode, 100%.
Yes.
Um, because of everything that you were saying, then deep conversations. Um, it oftentimes intimidates, scares, um, causes some kind of conflict one way or another. So, and it's
Okay.
for
So you
me,
just kind of came
when we
to the
felt
conclusion
surface
that you'd
level,
rather remain single.
I keep my energy, keep focus.
Okay. So where do you stand now when it comes to dating? Are you looking, are you hoping to date someone that's on the same page?
I mean, I for sure, definitely, but as it stands, I'm in that comfortable place, so it's not something I'm actively seeking as a priority, you know.
Yes. And that's the thing. When you're really committed to the spiritual journey, it really is no longer a priority in your life. You become your first
Aye,
priority. And it's like, okay, well, if you can fit in with my happiness, if you can add to what
yeah,
I've already created over here, then they're welcome
exactly,
in, but it's not like it's not a void. It's not a void that you're looking to fill. Yeah.
correct.
So, well, let me see. If you're interested in having someone reach out, if anybody is interested in speaking with Claire, she's out in England. So, Claire, if you want someone to contact you, how would they be able to reach out to you here?
That'd be email, which is now in the chat about 10 times, I think. So,
Okay, well, I don't know if y'all can see Claire's email because I most certainly could not see it, but I think I can put it in the email in the chat just in case they can't see it. Y'all let me
thank
know if
you.
y'all was able to see Claire's email. But I'm going to go ahead. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you helping me to get this thing started. So Claire is the first one
Anytime.
on our live. So definitely shout out to Claire in England. Where are you at? Where are you at in England?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Well, thank
Yorkshire.
you so much, Claire. I appreciate you coming on. We're going to have
Thanks
somebody
for
else
having
come on
me.
and see what we can get on this thing. But definitely, I look forward to hearing from you in the
Thanks for
future.
everything you do.
All right, then, Claire. Take care.
Okay, Mama. Bye, bye.
Bye bye. All right. So now that was good, y'all. So shout out to Claire. So now I'm about to go to my email and I'm going to see who else wants to come on. And we're definitely going to cater the conversations surrounding love. And if you have a specific way that you want people to reach out to you, see, we're going to be doing this, y'all. Okay. Let me see. So Claire's email is inner impressions. And if y'all want to just more or less chop it up about your spiritual path, where you stand right now in terms of dating, then we can do it that way too. Um, you may not be ready to put yourself out there for love, but when I start doing these lives and it's specifically catered to love, y'all got to be ready. Like if you're gonna be putting on your best suit or whatever you're gonna be doing, just know that yes, you're going to be coming on to speak to me directly because you want to show that you're available for others to reach out to you that might be interested. Yes, divine unions. Come on now, somebody has to do it. So it's been on my mind for so long. I was so intimidated by the social media and trying to figure out how to work this the internet and stuff, these different platforms. Let me see that I put it on the back burner. I put it on hold, y'all. So now let me see. I have Jaguar, are you still here? I'm going to go ahead and send you an invite. Oh my gosh. Mystic Way said, I love love, but I am not ready. Well, at least you're honest. Because that's what we need. We need people that's just honest about it. Too many people jump into situations and they're not ready. They don't truly want it, but because they haven't learned to love them, they haven't learned to love themselves. They they just welcome in love prematurely, and then either they sabotage it or they welcome in somebody who's really going to take them on a journey. Okay, and it's not a fun one. Okay, so I'm sending an invite to Jaguar. Okay. So we're waiting for Jaguar to come on. And if there's anybody else that wants to join me tonight, if you feel like you up for it, you want to come on and chat it up, talk about spirituality. What is it that you're looking for when it comes to spiritual love? What are some deal breakers and things like that? Then I have a few emails here, so I'm going to go through the people who have sent a link. So yeah, y'all, what do y'all think about this? No more lessons and journeys, enough. Okay. I second that. Not interested. Okay, congratulations. I want to join. So some people want to join. Some people are like, nope, negative. Love is not happening. So if you're just here just to, just to hang out, I'm okay with that. Just to support the chat, support my channel, support the cause, I'm fine with that too. So let's see. I don't have, if you don't love yourself unconditionally, hold on. The chat is moving kind of fast, y'all, so I can't really keep up. This thing is kind of slow, though. It does lag a little bit. Okay, so here's Jaguar. So let's talk to Jaguar. And of course, y'all, make sure that you got your clothes on. Okay. So Jaguar. Okay, how you doing, Jaguar?
How you been? How you been? Hanging
I'm
in
pretty
there.
good. I'm pretty good. It's good to see you. So where you calling from?
I'm calling from South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
So Jaguar is calling from the South Kakalaki. Okay, I used to live in South Carolina.
Oh, word. Shoot, we might. No wonder we found. Cause hey, my wife. Anytime my wife got you playing, she the one told me. She the one. She told me you was.
Hey.
We got a reading from you. We had got a reading from you together. And
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She
I think
told
I
me
might remember y'all because I haven't done a whole lot of readings for couples. So I'm pretty sure that once I start talking to you, I remember y'all. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So now we have, okay, so can your wife, is she able to get in with you? Because I want to talk to y'all then.
She didn't want to, but
okay. Well, how long have y'all been on the spiritual journey?
Well, shoot, we've been together for like 23 years, and well, really, I mean, we was born on the same day, and we both twins. So, I mean, it's been, we've been in sync with each other, but we've been together since we've been like 13, going on 14, and of course, we done had our separations and stuff, but
yeah,
all together, we standing strong. Got 4 children together, a nice home, and so
yes. So who would you say awakened first? Who actually kicked it off when it comes to the spiritual journey here?
I did.
Okay, so how did you feel about that, Jaguar? Were you on a different page when he awakened, or were you like, okay, let's do this?
Well, it wasn't that hard for me because it's like it was around 2009 when he actually started. And like ever since I was a child, I just couldn't never like Christianity didn't sit well with me. Like doing church when the preacher would be preaching, for some reason, I always went straight to Revelations because I felt like if you telling me just how it's going to end, let's just get to it.
Okay.
And
most people was shying away from Revelations, most people was. Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you're gonna run into the fire. So Jaguar, when you started, were you nervous about telling her where you stood spiritually, or were you pretty open about it?
Oh, nah, she was actually, I mean, we was really together when I actually started it. So she seen me transform, you know what I'm saying? She saw me transform. So it was like, you know, that's it. That's what kind of made it rocky, because of course, you know, the family members, once you get ahead so much, you know, people, you know, if they ain't there, they ain't there. And it was hard for me to figure that out. You know, I had to go through that journey for a few years by myself until I met a good group of guys and was able to really put a plan together on how to, you know, pace it and really keep myself in balance and, you know, express myself to the right people. So
that's what it is. Because one thing about being in a union, I can imagine that when y'all come out to the world and say, this is what we believe in, this is what we practice, you probably already had to isolate yourself from folks on that journey anyway. But when you come out as a union and both of you are saying, no, we ain't coming to the church picnic this year, or no, we're not celebrating this particular, you know, maybe if you do holidays, I don't know if you don't, but you might just be on a different, okay, so you don't. So then how does that work? Well, it has to be better because now you have each other, at least on the journey. You're not just straight in hermit mode. So at least you have one another. But how does that work when you have a couple and the family is looking at y'all like they on some other stuff now?
I mean, to be honest, man, we had a situation where we didn't know, but somebody tried to report us to the social service because we didn't allow our children to eat beef or pork.
Yeah, and
pretty much.
We don't do immunization shots.
We didn't do the immunization shots. And we, you know what I'm saying? So,
and we wasn't celebrating holidays, so they was trying to make it seem like we wasn't
like we wasn't trying to be socially involved with them, but we never we would come around, but it just wouldn't be for the festivities. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't respect our our new way of living, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you know that was a karmic from a past life that said, "Oh, I'm coming to get y'all. We gonna get y'all in this lifetime." That's just crazy. But that's the world that we live in, where people they can't accept the fact that you think for yourself. You self-govern. You create the foundation of how your home is going to be established. Like you're not seeking or groping in the darkness anymore. You're not a sleeple or a sheeple. They can't stand that. So the beautiful thing is that y'all stood solid together. And I know if you know, when you're on a spiritual path, it's like, all right, trust me, when I get my divine partner, let's light these candles. We're gonna light some fire on some asses. You want to send somebody over here? I'm getting ready to throw these spiritual hands, and I'm not doing it by myself anymore. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People got to be careful, because it's one thing when you're coming up against one spiritual being, but when you have a union and you coming up against two divine beings and their offspring, or you putting yourself in harm's way. Why would somebody want to jump off the cliff like that? They don't know who they're dealing with, and I'm pretty sure y'all came together and rectified that one, right?
Oh yes, and see, we had altars around our house too, so you know, they didn't know how to take that. Like at one point, we kind of had, before we really found out that, you know, we were already here, we kind of was following the Yoruba culture. So yeah, there was a lot of altars around the house, you know, and like
so I know y'all was scaring some folks. So did the people actually come out to your home?
Nah, they ain't come out.
No, they didn't. Just one time, the very first time with our son, because that was our son. He was the first child that we didn't do immunizations with. It was our second child, and like he even brought Yemoja to the hospital.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Because if you come in my house, I'm meeting you with sage first. I'm gonna have 2 candles in each hand, and I might just have a third eye smack dab in the middle of my third eye, because you don't understand what kind of household you walking up in. For real. And I'm gonna be throwing salt at your feet when you walk to the door. Because see, you stepping into my terrain now. These beings need to understand they can't keep on messing with the chosen seed like that, because we are open and bold with it. Well, this is a beautiful thing. So, y'all, this is an example of a divine couple that's working together, growing together, healing together. And so I feel empowered by seeing y'all today. And I'm glad that y'all was able to come on and, you know, show everybody what it looks like to have a divine union. And I know y'all going to keep on thriving together and getting better every day. So I'm glad y'all came on to tell us, you know, what's going on with you. I'm sorry, your name is Jaguar and wife's name is?
Marissa.
Marissa. Okay, Jaguar Marissa. I'm glad to see y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you.
All right, then y'all take care. Okay, so now, what do y'all think about Jaguar and Marissa? That's a beautiful thing when you have a couple that can come together and, you know, work against the enemy together. Because, of course, two together is much more powerful than just one. Yeah, I'm an Aries. You ain't lying. Yes, I am an Aries all day long and a Scorpio moon. So I will sting you from the back. You won't even see the stinger coming, but it'll be coming. Because my Scorpio is just as powerful as my Aries energy. So let me see. I'm going to invite someone else. But it's motivation to see a couple that's working together because we don't have enough of that. So let's just see. I'm going to see who else sent me an email that wants to join. So I think now with us doing it this way, you don't have to have the StreamYard app. You just email me and say, hey, I want to join. And until I can figure out a better way to do this, I'll just email you the link and then you just pop on. It seems to be a very simple process. So I'm going to go to Crystal. I'm going to go to Crystal. This is fun, y'all. I like this. So let's see. Crystal is coming on. And hopefully Crystal is actually wanting to date. No pressure, Crystal. No pressure. Crystal. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's see. Yes, this is my first time doing this, Mindy. Hey, Isaiah, how you doing? Erica McClan, have you been confirming all of my intuition? You have been confirming all of my intuitions as they take place. Okay, well, I'm glad I can bring you some clarity. You didn't get the link? Go check again because I just sent it through, so maybe it's lagging. Hey, Tanya. So this live tonight, we're talking about spiritual love. What I've been wanting to do for a couple of years now is to bring spiritual unions together, but I didn't proceed forward with it because as far as like technical issues, learning how to utilize these things, I just wasn't ready, y'all. So now we're here. You said I'm a natural, Lori. Thank you. And believe it or not, I used to be very shy. Okay. It's okay. Well, I'm glad y'all like it. May you please do one with a single young man finding the right queens. Yeah, I mean, if you want to come on, Anthony, you're more than welcome to shoot me an email. Matter of fact, let me put my email in the comments here. That's snita52415@gmail.com. So you can email me and I'll send you the link to come on. Obviously, I may not get to everybody tonight, but we're going to be doing this a lot more often now that I've figured out how to work it, y'all. So I have a lot of people, when I do personal readings, I have a lot of people who, Crystal, did you get the link? Let me go and check and see if you just emailed me. I have a lot of people who ask me about love. Like, okay, do you see when my divine partner might be coming in? That's a very common question. And so as much as I hear a lot of people say, I'm not ready for love, I hear just as many people say, when is love coming? And so when you're an empath or when you're on a spiritual journey, you really want to see people come together who are in alignment with one another. A lot of times I do readings and it's like, okay, somebody is coming, but I don't know if you really want this one, you know? And so it's like the only way that we can really connect with each other is on platforms like this, where, okay, obviously, if you're connected to my channel, that's one thing that y'all already have in common. because y'all found me in my tiny little space in the world of YouTube, right? And so you already have that one thing in common. Yes, it's definitely all about divine timing. It's definitely all about divine timing. So I don't know what's going on with Crystal. Let me go and check and see. Will you put out a schedule? Yes, I'm going to put out a schedule, because what I'm thinking, I'm trying to see if I want to do it during the daytime. Maybe I'll do one during daytime hours and one late night hours. I think I'll do it like that. That way, for those of you who have work schedules where you're at work during the day, but you're up at night, then I can, make it work for both. So, okay. Hey, twat times, twat. But I like the 11 there, because I've been seeing 11 a lot. So I don't see you, Crystal. Will you put out a schedule? Yes, I will be putting out a schedule. That's for Mystic. I don't know how I did that, but okay. So you see, I can put the comments up and everything, y'all. So this is interesting. I like this. Shavi, you aren't smart at all. You're a what? You're a modest. You're nearly at the 100,000 mark. Oh, I'm not small at all. Okay. Yeah, I mean, in comparison, it's a lot of people out here, they got 500,000, but I'm not comparing, but I'm just saying, if you're really looking at it from a different perspective, I am kind of small on the YouTube community. But there's Crystal. Let me see. Can you send the link through here? I thought I did send it. Let me try it again, Crystal. Let's see. Crystal, maybe I didn't spell it properly, but yeah, I think this is you, 318. Okay. Let me make sure everything is correct. I know that there's another way. It has to be another way to do this, but for now, this is the way that I'm going to be doing it. Oh, come on. Saying it's not recognized. That's weird. Okay, so now let me try it again. Okay, so it says message sent, Crystal. So I'm going to come back and see what happens. Oh, Major Melanin said she found her person. Well, congratulations. Okay. Hello to Tarot Empress. Oh, thank you, Kendrick. So yeah, for those of you who are just now coming in, I have to repeat it again. Let me go back and put the subject matter up. So we're talking about how you feel about dating while you're on the spiritual path. Since being on the spiritual path, how has that experience been for you? Have you been dating? Have you been in hermit mode? Are you interested in dating now that you're on the spiritual path? Because this is going to become, in addition to what I'm already doing, I'm adding in a way for y'all to connect with each other. Why not? Most of us are in alignment when it comes to wanting to see change, wanting to heal, wanting to become the best version of yourselves, wanting to see the powers that were go down, okay, ushering in the new, okay. Most of us are on the same page when it comes to these types of things. And so, oh, hey, Lex Vortex, how you doing? It's good to see you here. So yeah, it's one of those things where you got to have some sort of form to be able to connect with each other, because otherwise out here in these physical streets, it's not really hitting on too much. You know, the chosen are far and few between. And so it's hard to come across somebody who's like-minded, who's on the same page, you know? So Crystal, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds and then I'm gonna see if I can bring somebody else on, okay? Because I did send you the link. I don't know what's happening. So let's see. So let's try. I'm going to try somebody else, Crystal. I appreciate you. And okay, I'm not getting emails. Yeah. Well, I'm going to try you again after this next person and see what happens. So I'm going to go for Darcia. Darcia, I hope you're ready because I'm about to send you the link now. So let's see what's going on with Miss Darcia. Okay, there you are. All right, well, that was easy. So yours popped up very fast. So let's see. So for those of you who want to join and you want to come on and chat it up, talk about spiritual love and your particular journey and how it's been going for you, I'm putting my email in the chat and you can just shoot me an email. Isaiah says, I feel to keep building myself up even higher because I really go to super high levels. Now it's ups and downs. It's like so heavenly when when on that certain frequency, parts of me I don't know yet. So you're still, I mean, yeah, it can be an up and down journey. You're not going to always be high. Your vibrations will not always be at the highest peak. That's just learning how to maneuver, you know, as a spirit having a human experience. Okay, here's Darcia. Okay, let's see. Hold on, because I can't hear you just yet. Let's see. Hey, Darcia.
Hello, also known as Major Melanin. How are you
Major
all?
Melanin. Okay, how you doing?
I'm fantastic, love bug. I'm so have helped me so much. Girl. Woo!
Oh, well,
Yes,
thank you. So where are you calling from?
I am in Dallas, Texas. I used to
Dallas,
listen.
Texas in the house, y'all. Anybody else from Dallas, Texas? You know, send I'm sorry, what name do you want me to call you here?
Darcia, Major Melanin.
Okay.
It's cool. It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
All right. So tell me a little bit about how long have you been on the spiritual path?
I believe that this is my third lifetime.
Okay.
And my very first lifetime, I, maybe got beat down bad by life, maybe drugs or something. I don't really know. But the second time I came back, I was like all superficial and like, just pointing my finger and, like just probably irritating.
Mm-hmm.
And then this time I said I was going to endure. And so I've been working on myself for hundreds of years, I feel.
Yes. Okay. So in this lifetime, you've been on the journey for approximately how many years, would you say?
I would say 20.
20 years. Okay. So has it been consistent or you feel like it's been kind of a up and down?
Consistent.
Wow. Okay. 20 years.
That Bible outside because I wasn't born in religion and I felt like something was wrong with me. I had never been baptized, so I was always just trying to fit in and feel it. But every time I got places, I wasn't feeling what everybody else was feeling.
Okay. So you always felt like you was different and you just stood out. So you just decided to say, okay, I'm going to go with this and I'm going to take that narrow path.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
yes.
so that's a beautiful thing. So 20 years she's been on the spiritual journey. So how has your experience been when it comes to love, being on a spiritual journey for 20 years?
I started to realize I was in something I didn't want, I didn't need, and that didn't serve me at all. And finding your channel really exposed it, kept it, like drawing that out of me every time. I'm always glued to, I'm always a day behind, but I'm always glued to the newest message because I know that it's relevant, for the next.
So did you find that the person that you was with, how long ago was it a long time ago that you was in that relationship?
I met the person at 9, started, dealing with them at 14, and had 3 babies and a house and everything by 21. And it was just falling. It built fast and it was falling even faster.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm excited, and I'm in love with that story narrative, because I would not be in the situation I am now had I not taken myself down that path, just being ignorant, not knowing self, not putting self first.
Yes.
So yeah.
So would you say, so in that connection, they got to see you evolve spiritually?
Yeah.
So did you
Yeah.
find that there was a separation that began to happen?
Oh, definitely. The minute I started to love self, there was a huge pushback from all family members.
Yes. Yes. So what are you looking for now? Or you may not be looking at all, but if you was to welcome somebody into your energy, because I don't like to say looking for, when you're on a spiritual journey, you ain't looking for nobody really. But if you was to welcome somebody into your life right now, what would that look like for you?
So in the welcome stage, I just recently was able to find my person.
Okay. All right.
And your is about, how we are both exiting karmic situations legally. And it is so undeniable. It is so in sync. There is absolutely not a message that did not apply and does not apply to our union. And we are such the odd couple. It is a very, very obvious divine connection.
Yeah, I can see you just blushing over there. So this is definitely it's a beautiful thing. Okay. So she's not available, y'all. Darcia is not available, but she wanted to come on and bring her testimony of how she was able to separate herself from a karmic connection, but still be able to attract someone that she's now equally yoked with. And now she's taking this journey with her new partner. So
Yes.
I appreciate you coming on then, Darcia. And I'll also say, if any of you are coming on and you have your own platforms where you want people to come and, check you out, if you speak on things that's more, spiritually inclined or spiritually related, you can also leave it in the comments so they can come check you out, or just let us know while you're on if you want people to reach out. I appreciate you coming on, Darcia. I'm glad that you came on and brought your testimony.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You take good care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let me see here. I don't know what else. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm trying to, let me see. I think it got you stuck on here, Darcia. Ooh. What? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Ah, shoot. Sorry, Darcia. I don't know. Okay, there it is. Okay. All right. All right. Darcia is definitely a beautiful energy. Okay. Full of life. You could tell she's happy. So let me see. I want to see if I can get somebody on here that is actually looking for love. I love the testimonies about the couples because it's very uplifting and it's encouraging and motivating to know that unions are coming together. But let me see who else sent me an email. Okay, so I'm going to go to Julie. Oh, wait a minute. Was I supposed to go to somebody else and I had to skip past them? Was it Chris? Let me try Kristen again. Let me try you one more time. Crystal. Let me try Crystal one more time before we move forward. If you're still here, Crystal. So let's see. Oh, shoot. I got to get my charger too. 1 second. So yeah, as I was saying before, for those of you who are just now coming into the chat, I'd like to do this at least once during the daytime. It'll probably be midday, probably around noon or something like that. and then another in the late evening, you know, for those of you who are working throughout the day and you can't catch the live stream, you know, in the daytime. So late evening, maybe not this late, probably more like 9 o'clock, maybe even like 10 o'clock. Because a lot of you, if you have children, you know, you're putting the babies down and you don't want them disrupting or whatnot. So it may be a late night like this one. I'm scared to have intercourse with the wrong person. Well, I mean, that's where your spiritual gifts, your discernment is very important, you know, but it is like that out here. You know, it's some people call it spiritually transmitted diseases rather than sexually transmitted. You got to now, well, you've been, you know, concerned about the sexually transmitted diseases, but the spiritually transmitted diseases, a lot of people wasn't really consciously aware that you can transfer energy in that way, or how powerful sexual energy was. So, oh, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So let me see. 7 years celibate. So a lot of y'all, we got 10 years celibate, 7 years, 6 years. All right, Clyde, I'm glad you're feeling it. Let's see. Taisha, hello. I'm going to put my email. Well, actually, I got a few people. So Crystal, I don't know what happened with Crystal. I've tried 3 times, Crystal. So we'll try again. This is not going to be my last time doing it. So I'll be leaving the times that I'll be doing this on my community page. That way you could keep up. So let me see. What is that? Ovis? I wonder if Ovis is still in the chat. Ovis, if you're still here, leave a thumbs up or something to let us know that you're here. I'm getting ready to send you the invite for Ovis or Alvis. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. So let's see. All right. So yeah, as I was saying before, you know, there are other. Be quiet, Lex. You just coming in here talking mess. I mean, it's not. They're using their creative energy for greater purposes. You know, when you go for long, extended times without having sex, for one, it shows a strong sense of self-discipline for sure. But on top of that, you're a powerhouse when it comes to creativity. It's like you got one person over here, they got 2 pieces of gold. But when you store, the longer you store your sexual energy, that's a lot of gold that's being collected. The question then becomes, what are you doing with that creative energy? Are you using it to bring your manifestations into fruition, to become a better version of yourself? You know, you got to know how to use that energy. Don't just sit on it. Your creativity should be at an all-time high, and your manifestations should be at an all-time high the more that you practice abstinence. So I did send, I don't know if I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I don't know if he's still in the chat. So yeah, they're very real Reiki for sure. So you definitely have to be yeah, you could just send me an email if you want to come on, because some people might have sent the email earlier, but they're probably sleeping now, you know, probably tapped out like, look, I'm tired of waiting. Oh, there he is. Okay. So let's see. You got to tell me how to pronounce your name when you come on. Let's see. I'm trying to add you.
Right.
Hi. Okay. So is it all this?
Yes. Also known as Chosen Big Dog. I have a tarot channel or YouTube channel.
Okay.
Trying to grow it.
All right. All right. What's your YouTube channel again?
Chosen Big Dog Tarot.
Trojan Big Dog.
No, Chosen Big Dog
Oh,
Tarot.
Chosen Big Dog. Okay, you're gonna have to leave it in the comments in the chat. So if people want to check you out, where are you calling from?
Newark, New Jersey.
Newark, okay, New Jersey. Okay, New Jersey is in the house. So how long have you been on a spiritual journey?
Well, I started this year and I've come a long way.
Yeah, that's a pretty fast transition. So you started on the path this year and you're already doing spiritual work on your channel, doing readings and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So when you what kind of triggered your awakening this year?
Well, I started with I started awakening because of a different YouTube channel person called Divinely Guided Chosen Starseed. I don't know if you know him.
No, I don't. Okay, are you able to be still? Do you have a place where you can kind of be
Yeah.
stationary? Okay, because the
Yeah,
lighting.
I just like to walk. Sorry.
Okay, so you found somebody and they was placed on your path, and so you started to gain some clarity through watching that channel. So how has your dating experience been? It's been a short period of time, but how has your dating experience been since you awakened?
Well, I've been alone for a very, very long time. Like,
how long is that?
Since 2004.
20 years?
Yep.
Okay. That is a long time. So even before you awakened, you had already gone into hermit mode, but you wasn't necessarily going through a spiritual awakening at that time. You wasn't aware spiritually. You was just kind of alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if you welcome somebody into your energy at this time, what are you looking for? What type of person are you welcoming here?
Well, whoever the Most High brings to me would be fine with me. If it's my twin flame, even better.
Okay. So have you come across anyone? What type of energies have you been attracting? Is it more karmic energy? Have you come across anybody that's more spiritually inclined?
All of them were karmics that were just trying to get a quick buck.
A quick buck, buck.
Yeah, money.
Okay, because I thought I heard something else at first. I was about to say what? Okay, so a quick buck. Okay, so yeah, so you could that makes a lot of sense. So okay, so you're looking for somebody, whoever the Most High sends your way. So you're kind of open. You're not really specific about the type of person you want, but you do prefer. Do you prefer for them to be spiritual?
Yes.
Okay. And that's another thing that I might want to start asking. Is there a specific like spiritual practice? Because I know Jaguar and I think her name was Marcella, his wife, they were speaking on how initially they started off with the Yoruba tradition. So do you have a specific tradition, or would you just say that you're more spiritual in general?
I'm just more spiritual. I watch different YouTubers. You're one of them. And I learned from something from each one.
Okay. So no specific type of spiritual practices, but more or less just be spiritual, focused on healing yourself, things like that. Okay, so are you looking for anybody outside of the US? Are you trying to stay stationary in New Jersey?
Anywhere in the US, as long as I get to see them someday.
Okay.
I mean her, sorry.
Okay, you prefer women. Okay, good. Okay, yes. So Oldest is looking for his divine feminine. He's open. And what if somebody wants to contact you, you can leave it in the comments, or how could somebody contact you?
Well, I check my emails, but I could give my number if it's okay.
You feel comfortable giving your number?
Yeah. A lot of people call me for negative stuff anyway, so and I still pick up.
Okay, well, don't blame me. Don't say Shavi. You got people calling my phone for some crazy stuff now. So I'll go ahead. I'll put your phone number in the comments. What's your phone number?
347
Okay.
290
290
8022.
8022. All right. So this is Ovis. So I put your number out there. Don't be abusing his number, y'all. So I'm glad you reached out, Ovis. And of course, if they want to check you out on your channel, go ahead and say your channel name one more time.
Chosen Big Dog Tarot.
Chosen Big Dog Tarot. Okay, so we need more masculines in the community that's doing spiritual work to bring spiritual guidance. Well, I'm glad you reached out, Ovis. It was good talking to you, and keep on pushing on your journey.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, y'all. So that was Ovis from New Jersey. So let's see. Let's see who else we got. Let's see who else we got. Now. Tasia, let me see. I don't know if Tasia, oh, you're looking for a personal reading. Let me see. Alisa, if you're here, I'm going to send you an invite. You can join me by emailing me. My email is, I'm constantly putting it out here. I don't know how I could put it out where it just kind of sticks in the comments. I'm still learning how to maneuver on this app. But just make sure you got some good lighting on your end. All right. So let me go ahead and send the invite for, oh, I forgot the name. Hold on, y'all. This is for Alisa. Y'all are cutting up. I see y'all out there cutting up this time of night. This is the spiritual dating. Okay, so the spiritual dating, the energy here is going to be a lot different. So we don't want to be on karmic. We don't want to be on what they call demon time. We want to definitely keep positive energy flowing. So let me see. I don't know. Usually the email would pop up, but something, hopefully it's not an issue with this email here. Oh, okay, there it is. So I am tapping in with Alisa. All right. Oh, I can pin my email at the top. Oh, yeah. You know what that is? I can do that. I forgot about that. Let me see something. I can create a banner. That's right. Thank you for that. Eventually, I'm going to be really good at this thing, y'all. And we'll have discussions about a lot of different things. I like the idea of y'all coming on and speaking directly about your personal experience. There it is. All right. So I'm waiting to see if Alisa is here, because if not, then we'll move on to the next person. So hopefully I'm going to give her a few minutes. Hey, Growth. Yes. So, yeah, I want to see divine unions come together. Okay, somebody is here. Let's see. Alisa is joining us in the chat. So let's see. I can't see you, Alisa. Are you able to lower the camera? I can't see your face. Oh, hey.
I'm so happy to see you.
It's good to see you. I know Alisa, y'all. Okay.
I literally saw a vision of you doing this. Like, it was not something, and I'm like, man, I was it's like it wasn't the first time, but yesterday when I was like going through something, and I was like, after I did my, the cleansing and stuff, and as I was
Mhm.
like dozing off, I literally saw you doing this. It was like I was awake, but I was asleep. You get into that, like
Okay.
but
Okay.
I'm listening to your voice because it helps. Like your voice is very some people have healing voices, and for me with you, it's like, oh my gosh, like
Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Well, I'm glad you reached out. So tell us where you're from, Alisa.
Well, okay, so I'm originally from Louisiana, but I live in Houston, in
Okay.
Texas.
So Louisiana is in the house. Yeah, you can hear the accent. Yeah, I love her accent. She definitely has the Louisiana accent going on. So tell us,
Yeah.
how long have you been on a spiritual journey?
Well, I've got a few readings from you where it actually showed me more about, who and what I was. I always knew that I was like different. I never understood why I was able to see things at a young age or even call people out. I know that part of my journey was to call people out.
Yes.
And it's like in Christianity, they made me feel guilty. But after, coming to your page, because you see a lot of people on here, and like you can see many of them not true. Like they got a lot of people, and I was like, man, like when I watch your videos, I'm like, damn, like she could. I'll be like screaming, like, yup, that's true, that's true. But I've been on this path for some years. I'm an old soul. I've even
Okay.
seen my past lives. Um, some of the stuff I can see, even now, like with one of my gifts is I'm able to see people's faces change now.
I've heard a few people say that that
Yeah.
they can see, like, I don't know if it's an energy that just kind of passes over, or but I've heard a few people say that.
Mhm.
So then you've been on a spiritual journey for a few years now, quite a while. So where do
Yeah.
you stand as far as like the dating life? How has that been since you've been on a spiritual path?
Well, dating for me is like I'm open to it, but then I'm not desperate for it. Like if it comes, it comes. It's just that I'm just at peace. I don't want to share or give my energy to the wrong person,
Okay.
and with everything going on right now, it's like trying to weed out the real from the fake. Well, right now it's kind of like with the truth being shown about people, it's a little bit better than in the past. Like how people were able to like hide and mask. Now it's
Yes.
like we can't hide it. And I know a lot of people keep looking at the celebrity and the government and stuff, but I'm like, it's gonna hit everywhere. I've
Yeah.
seen it. But I've seen the person that I'm supposed to be with in my visions.
Okay.
Uh,
So
um,
what, well, wait a minute. So what, let's see if we can come up with a description if anybody is in the chat with that description. What does this
okay.
person look like?
Well, and I got confirmation too.
Okay.
Um, person has a military background,
Okay.
very tall, um, beautiful eye, like some like they look kind of like like hazel or some type of very beautiful eyes, but the energy is like you can tell he's masculine.
So more of an alpha type of energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I've been seeing him in the past. I couldn't really see him, but now I'm able to like actually see his face and how he looked.
Okay.
Um,
So if your person came to you and he didn't quite look like the vision that you've been seeing, would you automatically push him away, or would you say, well, maybe you saw his energy and it presented
I would-
itself a particular way?
well, being clairvoyant, what I learned is that sometimes you can see something, like you can have a vision of how something may look, but it's all about the energy. Like the energy is gonna tell more because it's just going off of like, mostly like what you kind of like perceive or something that's gonna kind of like resonate with it a little bit, but it's mostly about energy. You know,
Okay.
I always tell people energy never lies. Like the person can do this and do that, but energy is not gonna lie to you. Um,
Okay. So do you
well, no, I
yes.
lie, I lie. Because some people can hide and manipulate their energy, but you know, us,
You
we
can
can
see
get
through it.
past that. Like they can't do that
Hmm.
with us.
Yeah.
So it's about energy with me.
Okay.
I'm
So
not
are you
for the
looking for
games and
somebody to
stuff.
have specific spiritual practices? Are you doing anything specific, or are you just kind of open to someone who's spiritual in general? Where do you stand there?
Like for me, I tap more into what works for me, you know, because I learned that from you and also from my own. You know, what works for you may, you know, like you kind of like tapping thing, but the person I'm looking for is somebody that I can also learn from and kind of like put into my stuff, you know, because I
Okay.
am a leader.
Yeah. So then I
I
would
don't
just
like to
say,
play games.
do you have any deal breakers then? Because sometimes when you leave it open like that, you might attract a pastor of a church. How would you feel about that? Or do you feel like
No,
that's too far?
no, no,
Okay.
no. You probably put that finger up. No.
Okay. So I just had to ask.
I
Okay.
that's why I said I don't like to play games. When it comes down to my spirituality and the truth, like on my page, I've been calling out, like, you know the reason why I can't really do like the video stuff, like saying now, from my readings, if you remember. But what I do now is like I do it on Facebook, and I've been like just posting stuff, and it's like, I'm gonna say just not nobody that's trying to play games or try to fake, you know, um. And as for deal breakers, I really don't really know just yet. As long as they're not into religion and all these different crazy stuff, somebody that's fake, I don't like that, because I'm like, when you are chosen, you don't play when it comes down to we don't play when it comes down to you know, for what we believe in, what we do, because it's
Okay.
like, you know, I just don't play about it, you know, and
Yes.
because you know, after everything that I've learned, like you taught me like how to say, do, you know, trust me, I learned a lot from you, but I also learned a lot from my Asian team. But it's like a lot of stuff that I learned from you was also mostly confirmation, but also new stuff too. So it's
Okay.
like I'm
All
not
right.
trying to play games with things. So
Well, I guess the last thing that we want to know is, are you looking for them to be in your location, or are you open to different areas? Where do you stand there?
well, I am open to certain areas, but with the way things going on right now, it's like with some of the stuff that's about to take place, it's like, do I really want to go in that area, or, you know, kind of like I want to go where my energy is drawn to.
Okay, but you're
Um,
open to somebody that might not necessarily be in your
I am
state. That's what I'm
open.
saying. Okay. So if
Yeah,
somebody
I am
wants to
open.
reach you, how can they contact you?
They can reach me by my email.
Okay, so I'm gonna put your email in the chat. What's your email?
It is, let's see.
Or you could put it in the chat if you're able to type it in from there. Just
Yeah,
go
I'll
ahead and put
type
your
it in.
email in the chat. And do you have a social? You said you're doing readings on social media now. What's your platform if you want people to come and join you there?
So thank you. Thank you. So
You said you
I'm,
have a
I'm
platform that you want people to come to for your readings.
yes, I've been putting on my do my readings, and I also do like a lot of calling out on things, and just kind of like
So what's the
pretty much
platform where they can find you? Where can they find you?
it is at Royal Elect.
Royal Elect. So you could put that in there. Royal Elect. That's on YouTube or Facebook.
This is on Facebook.
Okay, so y'all can find her under Royal Elect. Oh, thank you for the super sticker. I didn't even know I can get those in here. Thank you, Earth Angel. I appreciate that. So Royal Elect, that's where you can find Alisa from Louisiana, y'all. So I already saw a couple of people that were saying they're definitely feeling your energy. So I appreciate you coming on, Alisa.
And I
And
just want to say thank you. Thank you. I just
yeah,
love like all the chosens out there, man. Stay strong, because it's about to get just get your popcorn ready and just watch the
Look,
show.
we've been had boxes of popcorn in the back waiting to pop it. Okay, trust and believe that. All right, Alisa, you take good care of
Thank
yourself.
you.
I'm sure I hear
I
from you
will.
again. All right then.
Yes,
Good
you
night.
will. Thank you.
All right, y'all. So that was Alisa from Louisiana. I always love to hear her accent when she reaches out for her sessions and things. So let's just see. Let's see who else wants to join in, because I know some of y'all are like, look, you tired. It's 11:55. I'm actually enjoying this. You know, back in the day, way back in the day, I'm talking about when I was a teenager type back in the day, I used to go on the chat rooms. Y'all remember the chat rooms from back in the day where you can just go in and you would just chat, you know, just like y'all are doing right now in the comments. And y'all, I'd be up all night just chatting it up, talking about nothing. I used to freestyle in the chat, y'all. We had a freestyle in chat room. You know how you could make your own chat room and just, you know. So it kind of reminds me of that type of energy when y'all are sending those messages. But let me see. So Julie wants to go live. So I'm going to bring in Julie. So we have gotten a couple of people who are open to love, y'all. So that's a good thing. You know, nobody seems to be really looking, or definitely not desperate, because if you're desperate for love, then you're not ready for this spiritual community. But I'm definitely seeing that many of the people that's coming on are either already in union with someone or welcome. They're welcome. They're open for love to come in. So as you all can see, I'm not necessarily basing it on like, okay, how old should the person be? How tall? How much money should they be making? I'm kind of getting to a place. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? When you get to a certain space, spiritually, that's not at the top of the list priority. Not saying that it's not something that you still find to be valuable, but it's not something that's at the top of the list where it's the first thing you want to know. How much money you making, you know, things like that. Because when you're on a spiritual path, generally you want to know, where do you stand spiritually? Have you healed? Okay. Are you toxic? Like, these are the types of things that you want to know off the break. And then everything else can flow in, can flow after that. But let me know, is that something that y'all feel like you want me to tap into? Do you want, well, definitely I'm not going to ask nobody their income. That's just, I can't. I feel like that's too personal. That's something that you and that person can sort out, But in terms of like their height, their age preference, if that's something that y'all want to, know, we can ask those types of questions, So that's right. You ain't lying, Growth. Growth said you can have it all and still treat me wrong. That is very true. It's very true. Oh, let me see. I think somebody else sent in I think they might call them super chats on here. I don't know what they call them. Okay. Thank you, Nurse Evelyn. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. So let me see. Oh, the link, you just have to email me. Once you email me, I can send the link. So I just sent one to Julie, but I'm going to give her a couple more minutes. If she doesn't come on, then I'll go ahead and move on to the next person. So far, we've had 2 males come on, more women than men. Jaguar, of course, he's married, y'all. So he's taken. But let me see. I forgot Alva. I couldn't say his name properly. He's available. Let me see. Oh, Rafer Wade. Let's see. Because I don't know where Julie is, but Rafer, if you're still here, I'll send you the link. Let's see what's going on with Rafer. Let's see. All right, so I just sent the link to you, Rafer, if you want to tap in and join us. Aldous, that was his name. That's right. So let's see. Spiritually, people are born in different timelines, not money or age. Can you ask their age? Okay, some people want to know the age. And I do agree. Age is, you can be 70 and obviously have the mindset of a 12-year-old, right? Or you can be 25 and have the mindset, the maturity of a 60-year-old. So it really is all about your soul growth. Like, a lot of times it really does deal with how many lifetimes have you been around, and how much wisdom. Because I've always been, since I was young, I've always been more mature, That's just me. So I find that for a lot of chosen seeds, that's often the case as well. So, but I mean, if y'all want me to ask the age, I can add that in, asking the age for those who are comfortable disclosing their age. But I'm glad that we have this in motion, because that's why I came on late. I wasn't really intending on coming on late, but my spiritual team was like, just go, just jump. So usually when my spiritual team says jump, I jump. Okay. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Growth X. I appreciate that. It says, thank you for all of your efforts in unifying the spiritual community. Thank you. I'm doing my little part in the corner of this universe, and I'm sure all of y'all are doing your part as well. So let's just see. Yeah, definitely be proud of your age. Why not? That's your vibration. That's the energy. That's a part of the energy that you're vibrating on. I tell people my age all the time. I'm 39. I'll be 40 next year, April. So I'm going to be vibrating on that number 4 energy, which is interesting because Isaiah said he's like 75 and 24 at the same time. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can vibe with that though. I get it, because sometimes I'm running with my kids. I got the same energy. Okay, we on the same time, and then other times I'm just like an old lady sitting in my recliner. Like, don't bother me. I'm drinking my almond milk, my chocolate almond milk. I don't want to be bothered. Let me just kick my feet up in my recliner. So it varies. Okay, so here's Julie. I was waiting on Julie. Okay, so I did send the link also to Rafer. So let's see. Hey, Julie.
What's up?
All right, how you doing?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Florida, but from New York City.
Florida. I can hear the New York City accent. So we got Julie in the building, calling from Florida, from New York City. Okay. So tell me, how long have you been on the spiritual journey?
Oh my gosh, it's before COVID, maybe like 2017, 2016.
Okay, so a good period of time. So what triggered your spiritual awakening?
It was a separation from my mother. She moved and I lived on my own, and
hold on? I'm sorry, Julie. I can only see like right here. Are you able to come back on the camera so we can see your face?
Like this?
Yeah, see, I don't know. Can y'all see her on your end? Because I'm just seeing like it was just your nose and your mouth. Okay. All right. So you said you had a separation from your mother and that triggered your spiritual awakening?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So did you find that caused the separation between yourself and other family members, or?
Yes. That, okay. And trying to find my spiritual partner at the same time. So
you did?
It was like a 2-for-1 type thing.
Wow. So are you still with your person?
I'm with nobody right now.
Oh, okay. So at that time you found somebody that was on the same page spiritually?
No. Just me, myself, and I.
Oh, I thought you said you found your spiritual person. So you said you're trying to find your spiritual person.
Right. I'm trying to find my spiritual person. Yes.
Okay. So how has dating life been? Because 2016, that's a good amount of time. How has things been since you awakened?
I mean, I've been on the dating apps like Hinge and stuff like that, but ain't nothing. That's my sister. Say hello. Hi.
Hey,
I couldn't
sister.
even go in the bathroom. I'm trying to pee peacefully and I can hear her. Okay, bye.
Okay.
She said okay. So I'm just pretty much on the dating apps and dating people that people want to refer. Like, listen, you should date my friend. You should date my cousin. And it just doesn't work because they're not spiritually in tune. They're not equally yoked.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I
a
didn't want
common
to be
theme. I'm
biased.
telling you, that's exactly why I'm doing this, because it's like you might find somebody who you are literally physically very attracted to. But the moment y'all start having conversations, you find that there is just nothing there. You can't relate. Or they, if you
No.
start telling them, you give them a tiny little bit of who you are and what you believe in, and they looking at you like you got two heads already, and you ain't even gave them the full scope of what's going on, you know. So that's what you've been finding has been going on. You have been attracting people, but you're finding that they're just not on the same page.
Nope. And it doesn't even matter if the person is wealthy. That doesn't even keep me around. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I definitely know what you mean. I haven't met anybody rich just yet, but I can imagine that it still wouldn't make a difference if he's not spiritual.
No, it just doesn't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And
Yes.
it's one day at a time, and I'm still here, and I'm in a different state. I left New York, and I'm in Florida, and it's the same thing. And it's just like God has a purpose for me here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm just taking it one day at a time, and just keeping to myself and away from family as much as I try. But that's that. I mean, no matter what anybody else says, at the end of the day, I'm the one that decides if I want to be with the person or not.
Okay. So do you have any deal breakers when it comes to the type of person that you want to welcome into your energy?
Of course, someone that has faith in God and believes in the Most High. Because if the person doesn't believe in anything, then he just believes in himself, and they want me to serve him, and I'm not gonna
Mm,
serve a man.
that was deep, y'all. That was
No,
deep. That was a deep
no,
observation. A person that does not believe in anything only believes in himself, and then he becomes your God. I know that's
negative,
right. I
negativo. You
felt
feel
that
me?
one. Okay. I felt
Yeah.
that one. So that's your main deal breaker. Do you want them to be in your state, or are you open to people that stay outside of your region?
I mean, I'll travel the world. This is what I travel. So if he's from another country, then maybe that's where he is. But
Okay.
right now, he's not here at the
Yes.
moment. At the moment,
Okay.
because I'm not serving a man. I'm not serving, no matter what, I'm not serving a man.
So is there a specific type of spiritual practice that you have? Like I was talking to other people, you know, if it's like Yoruba or if
Mm,
it's Santeria or if it's, or do you, yes, go ahead.
mm. So I've been with a Christian man. I've been with a Catholic man. I've been, well, not been, but dating. A Hebrew Israelite, even in Santeria, and I just haven't found that one. You know what I mean? Like some guys, they use religion as an escape goal. Like, yeah, I'm in this religion, serve me. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. So
And
you
I'm
don't want
trying to find
anybody that's too deeply submerged in anything specific because you've already been there. Are you just looking for somebody that's just more spiritual and just kind of open to evolving from there?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So
So
I'm
if
trying to
somebody
figure
wants
my,
to meet you, go ahead. Yes.
say that again.
No, I want you to say what you was about to say.
So I'm trying to pinpoint around that because everyone uses religion as an escape-goal. Like, I'm in this religion, serve me, be with me, but serve me. Like,
Okay.
how does that work? How does that
Yeah.
work?
Okay. So that's why it sounds like, yeah, just someone who's more just on the spiritual pathway without necessarily putting a title on it. Because I do find that if there's a title, then there's a box, you know. But if you're just on a spiritual journey, then you're just open to expanding and growing. So you can't get boxed in because you already did that already. You see what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying from that standpoint. So if somebody wanted to reach out to you, where could they find you?
I'm not even on social media.
Okay.
I just
Email?
excluded my.
Can they email
Yes.
you?
I
Okay.
put it in the chat a couple of times, but I'll put it again.
Yes. So y'all see Julie. Okay. She's very attractive, very pretty, I must say. So
Thank you.
you can just put your email out there, and I'm sure you'll probably get a few people that's going to want to reach out. So get ready, Julie. Well, I'm glad you reached out, and I'm glad you came on. I love your accent. Julie is from New York, and she currently lives in did you say Texas? Florida. She currently lives in Florida, and she's looking for somebody that is spiritual, not overly controlling, definitely not looking to worship anybody, but somebody who's willing to grow with her. That's what it sounds like here.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm glad you reached out. You take good care of yourself.
Is that a
Julie.
lot to ask for?
Put your email out, huh?
Is that a lot to ask for?
No, not much at all, actually. But in the world that we live in, you know how it goes. But you're in the right place for it. I'll just say that you're in the right place for it, because it's not just going to be the people that's here in the chat today. Obviously, other people will see this. So look out for your emails then. All right, then, Julie. Well, it was good talking to you. Take good care of yourself.
Thank you, Shavi. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. So that was Julie. So let's just see. I'm going to see who else is on. I guess we'll keep going until I start getting sleepy-eyed over here. I took a nap today, y'all. I have to be honest. I took a nap. So if you're ready to tap out, I appreciate everybody that's come in to join us, because I'm going to be doing this more often. Who is that? Do we have a troll here? Who is this? Who is this? Do I need to kick somebody out? I got to learn how to kick people out. Well, anywho, let me see. Let me see what emails I have. See who else wants to come on. So Julie is going to be putting her email. Make sure you put your name down there, Julie, especially if you have a different name for your YouTube name. Make sure you put Julie and then your email. And I might have y'all start actually saying what your contact information is, because I don't know that after I end this stream, people might not be able to access the chat. I don't know if they'll be able to access it. So it's probably better if you say it, or I might just put it up here on the banner or something like that. So let me see. We're still getting it together, y'all. This is my first time doing this for those of you who are just now coming into the chat. I've never done this before, but I've been wanting to do it for almost 2 years now. So I'm going to invite Vanetta. Vanetta, if you're still out there, I'm going to go ahead and send you an invite. Let's see. All right. So Vanetta, I'm sending you an invite. So hopefully she'll be joining soon. I see it's a lot of y'all that want to join. Look. Okay. Yeah, it's quite a few. So let's see. Oh, thank you, Crystal. I appreciate those super chats. Did I miss anybody? I appreciate y'all for sending those as well. That definitely helps me to keep the channel going. I use it to pay for these types of apps, because these things cost money, y'all. They start to hit people up real hard and strong for these apps, because there's so many people that's doing content, online content and things like that. So I feel like they really trying to, they pocketing that change now, because it's becoming very popular. So, I definitely appreciate the donations to the channel. And y'all know I'm still doing personal readings and things like that. So you can always reach out for personal readings and my cards and all of these different things here. So I'm waiting to see who was that? Vanetta. I'm going to give her a couple of minutes. And if she doesn't come in, then oh, shoot. It was supposed to be Raer Wade. Is he even still here? Because I definitely sent the link to him. Maybe he left out already, though. Okay. It's 1:11 in New Jersey. Okay. Yeah, it's getting late, and I know some of y'all got to get up probably, but when I do these live streams for dating, it's going to be one in the probably about 12 noon. I might do that on like a Tuesday. And then on a Friday, no, today is Thursday. So maybe Thursday or Friday, it'll be later, maybe 9:30-ish, starting at about that time. Yeah, we can definitely talk about different subjects though. Oh, thank you, Miss Sky. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, we can talk about different subjects because I'll use this for different platforms. I enjoy interacting with you all and seeing, what type of spiritual revelations are you receiving. So we might have different subjects, where we'll talk about things openly. So yeah, I don't see. So let me see. I'm going to have to invite someone else because it's taking a while. We'll probably close at about another 25 minutes or so. I bring on a few more people. So let me see. Rafer Wade must have left already. And Vanetta didn't join yet. So I'm going to go ahead and send the next invitation to Tasia. So Tasia, I'm getting ready to send you the invitation so you can join us here. All right. So what do y'all think about the energy so far? In terms of the people that have already come on who are welcoming love at this time, do you feel like they're spiritually in alignment with what you are hoping to attract? Julie, you got a few people in the chat. You might have to scroll up, Sean, to find her email. Because she said she left her email a couple of times. So you might, okay. So here is, wait a minute. I got two people on at the same time. Okay. So Rafer, I'm going to bring you on first, and then Spiritual Awakening, I'm going to bring you on next, if you don't mind. Okay. Because Rafer was in line first. So let's see. Hey, Rafer.
Hey, beautiful. How you doing, Queen?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Can't complain.
Okay, I like your background. So where you calling from?
Calling from Rowlett, Texas.
Okay, so Texas is in the building. Yeah. Outskirts of Texas. Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself then, Rafer, because I've seen you a lot on my channel. So I got to give you a shout out because I know your name by now. Okay.
Long time.
Yes, I appreciate you supporting me. Yeah, so tell me about your journey. How long have you been on a spiritual journey?
Well, about 5 years now.
Okay, 5 years. So what triggered your spiritual awakening?
Well, it's just, I don't know. I think I was going through relationships where I was meeting the same person in a different body. So it made me come to the conclusion. I said, well, maybe my picker broke.
Okay.
So I just fell back, and it's like, I'm not looking, but I'm open.
You're welcoming. Okay. So how has your experience been since you awakened? Have you actually connected with anybody that was spiritual yet?
No, I haven't. And that's, and coming from a real religious family, I got 5 sisters, and they knee deep into the religion thing. And to have a conversation with them, it's like, I know they'll be chasing me around the house with half-gallon bottles of holy water.
Okay. So you're pretty open about who you are spiritually when it comes to the people around you.
Most definitely. But the religion thing, Christianity, not me.
Okay. So have you found yourself mostly, you would say you're in hermit mode for the past 5 years?
Ooh. Oh, I'm like the king of hermit mode, I think.
Okay.
You know, but
Okay.
it just
I
kind of
don't know.
made me.
I think I'm topping you over here. And I love my hermit mode energy. I
Oh,
was just saying that to myself the other day. Like my middle name is Hermit, you know.
oh, yo,
No.
for real, real,
Okay.
most
Okay.
definitely.
So what is the type of divine partner that you're looking for? What would that look like for you?
Um, for one, honest, and you know, I've been through a lot of manipulators. You know, so it's honesty is like the top of the list.
Okay. So
Yeah.
would you want her to, or would you want your partner to be just as spiritual as you are?
Yes, most definite, most definite.
Okay. And is there any specific spiritual practices that you are more inclined to?
No, you know, because it's, you know, and a lot of it is listening to a lot of the things. You have some eye opening topics, you know, and it's like the more you look, the more you see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. It's true.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So you're pretty open. You just want your partner to be spiritual, but not necessarily focused on a specific religion.
right, right. You know, because I'm at that point to where anything that was taught to us by the people who taught it to us meant us no good.
Okay. All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So I mean, well, even when it comes to that Christianity, I got nothing for that.
Yes,
Because I know it's nothing that they've given us meant us any good.
that's right. So you definitely, so do you have any deal breakers then?
Uh, a lack of reciprocity.
Okay.
That's a deal
That's a
breaker.
big one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this is Rafer Wade. He is from Texas and he is looking for someone who's honest, who is all about reciprocity, someone who is spiritual. Is there any way that they can reach you? If they want to reach out to you, do you have a specific, I don't know, an email or social media platform?
It's rayforwade@yahoo.com. You know, and I don't know, since I've been on this journey, I've been, you know, I travel for a living. And,
Okay.
you know, I've got to where that love I was trying to give the people who didn't deserve it, I've been giving it to myself. And I think I'm spoiled myself. You know, I'm loving
Okay.
it. You know?
So do you want your person to be in your region?
I'm not necessarily, like I said, I travel for a living. So
Okay, so you're open.
I'm open.
All right, so this is Wayford. There's his information right here on the screen. Well, I appreciate you.
I
Thank you for coming
appreciate
on.
being able to talk
Yes.
to you. Just have words with you, Queen. Appreciate you, love.
All right then. Well, it's good talking to you, and I'll see you around in the chat as I bring the
Most
messages forward. Then, all right.
Okay.
You take good care.
All right, all love.
All right, so there it is. So now I'm getting ready to call on Miss Spiritual Awakening. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Miss Shabby.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. And you?
I'm great. So where you calling from?
From Louisiana, from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay, so a second person from Louisiana. All right, Louisiana's in the house again. So let me see. You're under Spiritual Awakening. Is that the name that you want them to go by here to reference you?
My name is Vanetta.
Vanetta. Okay, so
Yeah.
Miss Vanetta is here. All right. So tell me, how long have you been on a spiritual path?
Since 2019, and I am 43 years old.
Okay.
And I started 2019. I was raised in the church, but it just was not for me. I had a lot of different spiritual things happening to me, seeing, feeling, just a lot of things going on as a child. And I think being the only one that went through that and grew up in a church on both sides of my family, I kind of felt alone a lot. A bunch of near death situations, but I'm here. And so 2019, I stopped going to church because I just couldn't take it no more. So my daughter, her dad, when I met him, he's younger than me. So when I met him, he kind of opened my eyes to a lot of spiritual things until I thought he was the one, because I never met someone that was on a spiritual journey like that.
Okay.
And but I found out, it was a karmic lesson. And so I kind of healed, took a lot of time to heal from that and to find myself. And my spirit team started me on finding crystals. I used to work at Goodwill as team lead. So I started finding crystals like everywhere, like strange places.
Wow.
And I started researching them. And each crystal was an area of my life that I needed healing from. And
Oh,
then I started finding tarot cards. I'm talking about tarot cards with the book brand new.
yay.
I
Okay.
started finding, yes, I started finding, those. And I started, just talking to God about it. And I was stuck in the middle. 'Cause like I said, I've been growing up in the church all my life. And so I didn't want to be like, oh, I don't want to, that fear tactic that they always did, where if you don't do this, you're going to hell. So
Yes.
I was stuck in the middle, but I just continued to pray and just my spirit team, look, just guide me through this. I'm new to this level. I see why I experienced so many spiritual things in my life that the church people couldn't explain to me.
Hmm.
And the divine told me that can't nobody help me but the divine, but him.
That's
You
right.
know, so
So you had a pretty interesting journey. It sounds like you definitely have a whole lot to bring forward when it comes to your experience. So when it comes down to dating, then how has that experience been for you since you're raised?
well, well, after the separation from my daughter's dad, I kind of just wanted to be by myself
Okay.
because I wanted to learn myself. I wanted to connect with my spirit team because that's very important to me. And plus,
Mhm.
I have two daughters. Well, I have three, but I have two daughters that's with me. And
Okay.
so I can't just bring people around them. I don't like people in my space. And I'm an empath. So I have to be careful because I have learned that a lot of people will attach themselves to me because I'm more a light. I boost them up and I heal them. And I'm the type of person that, oh, you can do it, you can do this, you can do this. Let's go meditate, let's go pray. That's me.
Hmm.
So I want to date. I really want to date, but I don't want to date no anybody. I'm a
Okay. Well,
country girl at heart.
what are your deal
I'm a country.
breakers?
My deal breaker is you cannot go to church. You cannot be holier than thou. That's one. Two,
Okay.
you cannot lie. You cannot be a liar. You cannot. And you have to be on a spiritual journey yourself. You have to
Yes.
be an already started, or you higher than me that you can still learn from me and I can learn from you.
Yes.
And you're gonna have to be able to accept my girls. You're gonna have to be able to, you love me, you love them.
Yes.
So my
Absolutely.
deal breaker is you cannot be just into drugs heavily, drinking heavily. You can't be going in and out the clubs. I am a hermit. I'm a homebody. I'm a family person. So you have to be very serious about your spiritual growth and about learning and growing and having knowledge of who you are and where we come from.
Yes. So if you had to define your spiritual path, is there a specific title that you would put on it, or where do you stand there?
Well, I'm still kind of learning
Mhm.
my place in the spiritual realm. So I'm just more of a student
Okay.
and
Okay. So no
just
specific
I just
title, like not targeting any specific
kind of
I guess.
study hoodoo. I kind of study hoodoo a little bit.
Okay. Okay. So
But only for me, for my healing, my prosperity, my growth, my
okay.
breaking generation curses. So I kind of just practice for me.
Hmm.
And until I learn how to make sure I'm fine, I'm okay, then I
Yeah.
would let my spirit team lead me on the path of helping others or
Okay.
help others when I'm called to help others. So I kind of been kind of practicing hoodoo a little bit.
Okay. All right. So then and your name, I'm sorry, is Vanetta. Was it Vanetta?
Yes.
Vanetta. Okay. So how can someone reach you? Because I want to add it to the banner while you're still up here. How can someone reach you if they want to reach out here?
I would say just pray to the divine and ask them to send you a signal that I'm the one you need to talk to.
Well, this might be the signal right here. So you got to let them know how to reach you.
Elf
Uh-huh.
Elf Vanetta VENETTA @gmail.com.
Okay. So Vanetta, are you wanting to stay within your region, or are you open to
Well, they have to be country. They have to be country and they have to want to stay. I wouldn't just say country, but they will have to stay on land and outside the city limits because I hate the city. I
okay.
do not like the city. That's my deal breaker too. I cannot stay in the city. No.
Okay. So Vanetta is currently located in Louisiana.
Yes.
Louisiana. Her deal breakers is she does not want somebody that's a drinker or a smoker. She definitely wants someone who's going, oh, and you cannot go to church. Vanetta
No.
said you cannot go to church. Okay. And
Because
she
I'm
wants
not
someone
going.
to accept her with her daughters, and she prefer a country man that lives on the land. Okay, so that's what I
Mhm.
got then. Well, I got her information up here for those of you who are interested. I'm glad you reached out, Vanetta. It was really good talking to you, and you take good care of yourself.
All right, you too.
All right, take care. All right, so next up I have Tasia. So let me see. I'm going to add Tasia here. Hey, Tasia.
Hi, everybody.
How you
Hello.
doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are
All right,
you?
I'm great. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from upstate New York. Ooh.
Another New York. Okay, another New York is in the
Yeah,
house. So Tasia is from
Rochester, New
upstate.
York.
All right then.
Mm-hmm.
So how long
Yeah.
have you been on a spiritual journey?
Well, I would say all my life, but I started realizing it around 2019, toward the ending, and that's when I left my job as a nursing assistant. And something just said, "Get out of there and go," and I
Wow.
relocated and all that. And then I ended up getting pregnant with my now 3-year-old, and that really just seemed like it set it off. Like I, that's when everything started. I started going through another dark night of the soul, and everything started coming forth clear as day, and started getting all these attacks, and but also revelations, and it's a bitter. It was a bitter, and always sweet, but it's been a bittersweet journey. But I started around, I say, really around when I got pregnant in 2020, when I started having dreams with my son, real vivid dreams and
Mm.
visions, and it was just a beautiful start to something that would be something so bittersweet.
Okay, so about
Yeah.
you say about maybe 4 or 5 years, at least about 5 years now, it sounds like you've been on the spiritual path.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
how
ma'am.
has your dating life been since awakening?
Whew, well, um, I dealt with a lot of karmics, of course, that we all was chosen ones, and my first love was for my first son. I have two. And it was high school sweetheart, and that was a karmic lover. Okay, and I went through a lot with him. And so around when my son was 7, I decided to just leave him. Like I had to pray him off of me. This was before I was awakened. I was still a little young, so and I went to live with him because I had my son young and I was with them. So I left and I went back to my grandma's house, and I, just focused on self. And throughout the years, I didn't want to be in a relationship, so I just kind of dated, throughout the years. But nobody really, you know, sparked that light in me, and I was always sparking the light in them. So it became draining.
Yes,
And
energy
so
harvesters. You
right.
know,
And
one
so
thing that I forgot to ask, and I haven't been asking, it just came to mind to ask zodiac signs. What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Did I? Okay, hello. I should
Yes.
have known.
Yes.
You the first person that I asked
Yep.
that question to. So I'm like, okay, I felt that Aries
Yeah,
energy
because
coming
we're here with it. That's why.
through. Yes,
And
yes.
not
Okay.
to get the side of subject, but you look just like one of my favorite cousins. It's like one of the only people I talk to in the family. You look just like her.
Wow.
It's so
I
amazing.
look
So
like somebody for
yes,
everybody. A lot of people be like, you look like my
yeah.
mama, and they be way older. I'm like, look, is that an insult? But then,
No, no, this is a
I
compliment.
look
You're
like
very beautiful, very
oh,
beautiful Black Queen. That's a
okay.
compliment.
How are you? You have a
So
beautiful smile over there. So,
thank
have you
you.
experienced anybody romantically who is spiritual at all?
Okay. I truly believe that my son, my 3-year-old son, he is very spiritual, and I feel like when we came together, it sparked something in both of us. So we separated because there was a lot of energies. He had stuff going on, and I didn't have too much going on, but he had a lot of stuff going on, and it was like a lot of energies around me and him that were evil eye energy, and so it kind of I've been dealing with him for like the last 10 years on and off. And it's crazy to say because it don't seem like it, but so when so excuse me, I got off of track. I'm a little nervous. So, but
You can relax. Yeah, keep
I
your
think
feet
that
up.
he is spiritual. Yeah,
Okay.
I believe he is spiritual, and I believe that maybe one day we will be. But I'm not. It's not something that I'm like desperate for or anything. I'm just kind of like going with the flow, and I'm open to the dating. It's not. You don't have me on hold or like the back burner or anything. It's just that if it was able to become a thing, I would be open to it. But I am also open to not being selfish to myself and
Okay.
putting myself out there and possibly getting
Now,
back on a
let me
dating
just ask
scene.
you this: if you met someone and he bent the corner again, does he trump the new energy?
That would all depends, but I can say right now maybe so because I feel like the connection is very strong, and that's part of the reason why I haven't really gotten back out there. I don't want to be selfish in that area either, knowing that I have a strong connection and maybe it's just some things that like he's so because I've seen him getting better and trying and eating better and just taking better care of himself since I've been back talking to him and stuff and it's
Okay.
rare that we talk, but we talk because we have a son and stuff. But when I do talk to him, I see that he's getting better, and he's telling me, I'm getting better, and I'm gonna do this and third. But so I would say maybe so. But if a person comes into my life that's way more prepared and ready for him, it wouldn't trump it. It wouldn't trump it at all. If it's more prepared than him, then I have
Well,
to go
let
with
me take this down first because they're telling me they want your information, but I need to get the last young lady off. So, how would people contact you if they want to contact you?
They can contact me my email, which is I think I don't know if you have it. It's Tasia. It's my real name, so TasiaBlocker@gmail.com. Would you like me to spell it out for you?
No, I'm just putting it in. Just let me know if it's wrong when I put it
Okay.
up. So,
Okay, gotcha.
do you have any deal breakers right now?
Yes. Like a deal breaker will be someone who's not willing to learn, um, and someone who doesn't take a self accountability. So those two are deal breakers because I feel like self accountability is very important because if you're doing something that's out of in alignment with us and you don't take accountability for it, you can't change it. So self accountability and yes, spiritual, but it's not like you got to be deep into the spirituality. You just got to have a sense of some type of like grounding, some type of source that you go to, when I can't, help you or yourself can't help yourself. So some type of
Okay, so
grounding.
you don't mind if they are religious.
No, I came from a religious background. Yeah,
Okay.
my family was very Jesus, this, Jesus, they very into the Christianity and stuff, but it never seemed to click with me, as, most of us say, it didn't sit right. I had questions, that couldn't be answered, and I had to go seek on my own. So I definitely, I don't mind the religion because I understand it, I'm from it and I understand, but
Yeah.
I don't want nobody, I'm sorry, I won't like a person that just believing in the Jesus thing. That right there, you know, is a deal breaker for me because it just is at this point. I don't have time to sit here and explain why you shouldn't be, praying to a dead deity. So that would
Yes.
be a deal breaker for me. So you can be religious, but don't, with the Jesus thing, that's a deal breaker for me. Yeah.
All right. So we have
Yeah.
Tasia here. She is from, you said New York again, right?
Yeah, Rochester, New York.
She's in New York.
Um,
Would you prefer someone in your region, or are you open to?
I'm a free spirited person, so I love traveling. Part of my awakening, I think, came from me traveling so much. I never had done so much traveling in my life, so it
Okay.
literally, I think that had something to do with my awakening as well. So
All
also, I
right.
wanted to just add on. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
I wanted to just add on, like whoever this person may be, I want them to know that and understand that I'm a woman first, and I say that because a lot of the times that I would date, I would be picking up most of the weight, and I didn't notice it, and I wouldn't be sitting in my divine feminine. So, and I think it's because a lot of men, not all of them, don't recognize, the true I'm trying to look for the word, but the true position of a woman, in life. So I just want them to understand that I'm a woman first. Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
woman first, so
Yeah.
meaning you sit comfortably in your divine feminine energy. I just want to get some clarity
Yeah.
when you say,
Okay. I see what you're saying. So yes, I'm a woman first, meaning like, so like when I say I picked up a lot of the weight, like I, did most of the work in like a lot of my relationships. I did most of the, like, even with taking care of my son now, I'm doing most of the work by myself. His dad is in a whole nother state, right now. So it's like I picked up on a lot of masculine energy, even throughout the years of me just being young and having to deal with a lot of protecting myself. I became into a protective mode. And
yes,
I wasn't allowed to sit in my divine feminine and none of my relationships. And so that's what I mean. But I don't know if that made any sense, if I made it clearer or
okay,
anything. But
okay.
that's
I'm
what I
gonna
mean by just understanding that I'm a woman first, and I could take a lot, but I'll do some. It's boundaries.
right.
It's
All
boundaries.
right. I
I'm
feel you
strong and I can handle the weight, but it's boundaries.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, this is
Yes,
Tasia. I'm
ma'am.
glad you reached out, Tasia. You can
Yes.
reach
Thank you
her
for
at
having me. I
the
love you, and I've listened
bottom.
to all your readings, and it's a blessing. I appreciate you. So uplifting. Trust me, you
Thank
helped
you
me
so
so much.
much. I
Yeah.
appreciate the support then. It's good hearing from you. You take good care of yourself, Tasia.
You too. Thank you. Huh? Have a good night.
So that's Tasia from New York. Y'all can reach her at this email right here. I'll take I think I'll take about we'll do two more people. But I will say I did notice a comment. I just want to address this real quick because this is something that it just kind of it irks me. Someone in the chat mentioned, fellas, don't date anyone, don't date a woman with children. And I just feel like that is one of the biggest, like when they call the so-called manosphere community, they speak against women who have children. They speak against women who are over 40 and women who have children. And that's a really sad, way of looking at life because you could be missing out on a whole lot. Children are beautiful energies, okay? I would rather be amongst children than most adults. All right. So when you speak against a woman that has children, consider that same woman that has children. There's a man out there who has children too because she didn't impregnate herself. So there's a lot of men out here who think that because they don't have custody of their children, that somehow they're still not a father to a child. They still have children themselves too. So it's just as many men out here with children as there are women out here with children. And so just like I personally wouldn't look at a man and say, "Oh, you got kids?" Why would I do that? Children are a blessing. Children is what's going to keep this world going. We need offspring. A woman who has a a womb that can give birth to a new generation is a gift. A woman is a portal. Children are the next generation that we should be, we should be teaching them and rearing them up, not treating them like there's some doggone fungus or something that needs to be put in the back corner. Ew, you got kids? Oh no. If you think that way, you got a lot of work to do when it comes to your spiritual awakening. So I just have to address that specific person and every other being out there who has that mindset to think that a woman with children is now done away goods, because that's not true. I have 6 children, so I speak strongly for women with children. Okay. So let's keep going. Let me see who I want to welcome in. I'm going to bring in 2 more people, y'all, and then we're going to move. We're going to close out because it's getting late now, y'all. It's about 1 o'clock here for me. So let me see. This is Dayquan. If you're still here, Dayquan, I'm going to go ahead and invite you in. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I don't know why yours isn't popping up. That's kind of weird. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, well, let's see. All right, there we go. So I'm going to invite Dayquan, and then I'm going to also invite I'll invite Isaiah on as well. So this would be Isaiah. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see if Dayquan comes on. And then if not, I'll go ahead and welcome in Isaiah. So what do y'all think so far? What's your take on things so far now that you've gotten a chance to hear from a few people who are spiritual and welcoming love? What are y'all thinking about the energy? Yes, children are our future leaders, doctors, lawyers, and they will take care of us one day. You better believe that one. A lot of times you'll find that children that's not your own blood child, you'll find that a stepchild or somebody else's child will take care of you better than your own in a lot of cases. So before you go shunning a child, an innocent life, that's crazy to me. I don't get that one. I don't think I've ever understood that one. But thank you, Rael. Thank you, Rael. I appreciate that. All right, good vibes. I've been listening for over an hour. It's good to hear others' perspectives and experiences. Okay. Loving it. I've been so thirsty for this type of conversation. All right. Well, thank you. This is awesome, Shavi. Really enjoyed your live. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad that y'all are enjoying it because I'm enjoying it myself. I love interacting with you all on this level. And I feel like it's just another way that we can kind of merge our thoughts and understand that we're not alone in this thing. It's not, a lot of times you feel like it because you're in hermit mode most of the time and you're waiting for someone that you can have those deep conversations with. But we're out here. We're just scattered. Let's just put it that way. So this is a way to bring us together from all different areas of life and across the 4 corners of the globe, y'all. So I don't see anybody checking in. So I don't know. Maybe they fell asleep because it is late. I'll try to see if I can invite someone else. In the meantime, if they check in, I'll welcome them. So let me see. So Christina, I'm going to go ahead and send you an invite. Christina. And for those of you who I didn't get a chance to invite on tonight, like I said, I'll be doing this again. I'm likely going to dedicate Tuesdays at noon, and I'm thinking I want to do Fridays. I don't know, because my children, they still be up on Fridays. I have to send them down to the basement. But if I don't do Friday, then it will be on Thursdays at around 9:30. Okay, so Dayquan is here. So let me go ahead and welcome him in here.
Greetings, Goddess. How you doing?
I'm great. How you doing? How do you pronounce your name, please?
Dayquan. Dayquan.
Dayquan. All right. How you doing, Dayquan?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure.
All right. So where you calling from?
I'm in Indiana right now.
Indiana. Okay. So we got
I moved
Dayquan
here
from
from a different
Indiana.
state. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Indiana's in the house, y'all. So what's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. Okay. All right. Strong energy,
Yes.
Capricorn. So how long have you been on the spiritual journey?
I say from I came out my mother's womb, but to know oneself, I would say from my early adolescent years, I could read minds. I could literally dictate, say what the person would say before they said it. And
Okay.
I always had dreams that when I was young, I was flying. I always had these recurring dreams of flying when I was young, and
I can
I
relate.
would see
Okay.
myself in situations and always see myself out of the situations. So
Okay.
I
So I
always.
kind of I hear an accent. Do I hear like a
Well,
where you
yes, I'm
from?
from the Caribbean. I'm
Okay.
from Lucaya in the Bahamas. They call it Lucaya. Well, the British they call it Freeport Grand Bahama, but to me it's Lucaya. I'm also Cherokee. My heritage is that's one of my tribes, Cherokee, but there's many, many more.
All right. Very good. Okay. So since you've been on a spiritual journey, it sounds like you've been on the path for a long time. How has
Yes,
your
yes, it
dating
is.
life been?
Dating life, well, it's not an ego thing, but I mean, as far as women, I have no problem in that arena, as
Mm-hmm.
far as that area of my life, and it's not like I'm looking for it, or looking for a woman, but I'm also a musician, and most of my in my 20s and 30s and part of my 40s have been in playing a lot of music. So, as a musician, you have that element of, a lot of women want to come to know me. There was this one time a lady that I didn't know, she would come to my show until this last day. She was in the state that I was in, and she came to one of my shows and she said, Dayquan, I always wanted to approach you, but you always seem unapproachable, and so that made me think. But I knew why because I put on this armor of, if someone wanted to approach me, they would approach me, you know what I mean? I'm not an unapproachable person, but it's just this armor of past life experiences and in this life experience with family members who treated you bad or even people, in various life situations treat you bad. So it allowed me to put on armor as well as being a musician. I didn't want that stereotype of, well, you're playing music and you always with this or that woman like that, so that was part of my, armor of protection too, but who
Okay.
I
So
felt
have you
who is the
come
right
across anybody that's just as spiritual as you?
I wouldn't say no. We all spiritual in our own right, but everyone is on their own different timeline, and I think we come more into awareness of ourselves when we come under certain trauma, what they call, I say, dark night of the soul is a
Mm-hmm.
term that's going around much. And I've been through that. by loving someone, giving myself that permission, opening up myself after having my heart closed up for so long that it hurt myself. And I sought out help from an acupuncturist that told me that in order to heal myself, I had to open up my heart. Which and I knew that, but I was living in the ego at that time. The ego wanted to take over. Not that I read everything, the path, the way, the opening, the gateway, the heart. The heart is the gateway to everything. And so if that's closed, you can't heal yourself. You can't heal others. And so
Yes.
you find people along the way that they looking for something, whether they coming out of a relationship or they been through so much turmoil in their life from childhood through sexual trauma. I've known a lot of women in my life that confided to me that they've been raped or they've been under from childhood being sexually molested by doctors, by family members, and that gravitated to me like it's to me it's a trend. You know what I mean? That I met these kind of women that I don't know how much or other people they told a life story too, but I was that person that they really it opens up something. They really broke down and cried to me, and so
Okay. So there could
it
be
put me
something
on a
about your
healing path.
energy that's very welcoming and healing where people feel comfortable expressing their inner traumas, it sounds like.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, do you have any deal breakers when it comes to spiritual practices? Like, do you have a title? Do you put a title on your spirituality? And do you have any deal breakers there?
Well, I'm a Rasta. I'm a Rastafarian, but I'm a way of life. It's a way of life that I live and I lead. I don't have a religion. I was brought up in religion, but at the early age, I saw that religion can stifle you, and people are really hypocrites, you know. And so, at the early age, I got off that path of Christianity from I was in my early 20s. I would say even before that, you grow up in a way of life where your family members, and mostly the women in the family, say go to church, you got to do this. You don't feel like going, but you got to go because they say so. But something inside of me always rebelled against religion.
Okay. So your deal breaker is what again?
Don't be religious.
Don't
It's
be religious.
religion is not the
Okay.
way.
Okay.
And we all are in human form. You know what I mean? And as and we all are souls. I think what right now we have really overdone the experience of being spirits, having the human experience. We go into the soul level now. My new name, and it's a stage name now it's Soul Niger. Solnjha. Soul Niger. It means black sun. It was something
Okay.
given to me. Like I was reborn in a stable, literally cleaning out animal stable at a fair, after everything was over, like Christ being born in the manger. I was literally born in a manger.
Okay.
So a lot of interpretations, like the Bible, you did something on the Bible that I read, that I listened to recently, how people misinterpret the Bible and Christ being born in a manger, literally, like you have to be there to know it, you know,
That's right.
and to see it, and literally the animals, each one from pigs to the goats to the cows, each one sounding off, resonating to me as I was walking through the store one morning going to work, and to show you the power of who you are and what you are and what you
Okay.
are to become in this world. And I want to say before we go off that I've came across you in the part time of my life that I've really been searching, not to find myself, but searching more and more and more and more. And you came into my life as that totem, that goddess from a past. I know we have shared many past life experiences before.
You said
And so
many.
I wanted, yes, many, many,
Okay.
many. Because I even wrote to you on the comments, and it's times when we literally in this day and age we having conversations and we're not physically talking, and this is what we going back to again, coming back to the mental, and where
Yeah.
we can be across the world, and we don't have to be in this physical as the so-called superpowers want us to say, that we got to be in this unity, we got to be all in one body form, to bring this great awakening and destruction, right?
Yeah. I mean, but this is another example of how those interactions can take place without being physically present, but it's getting more to where it's like mental, like you said, more of a telepathic type of situation where you can communicate across the globe without using a cell phone. I mean, we are evolving higher. You know, some people tapped in, some people are not there yet, but I'm glad you obviously have a lot of deep messages. Do you have a channel, or do you have a way that people can listen to you? Do you speak openly, or even with your music? Is there something here that you want to share as far as
Right
anyone that
now,
wants to
I'm
listen to you?
right now I'm just on Instagram. I have a Facebook page, but my new awakening soul name is Soul Niger, SOLNJH, Soul Niger Art, ART, at Instagram.com. I will put it in the heading up
Okay,
here,
please, because I'm
but
like, I can't keep up,
that's
you know.
one way I can reach. I
Okay.
have, and there's also art. It's not just music, it's also the art of conversation, art of love, the art of growing. And there's various things on my site that from music to gardening, to
Okay.
food and also visual art. I also do also.
Okay, beautiful. So y'all will be able to check out Dejan there on his Instagram. He's going to leave it in the comments, and you can also see the spiritual work that he's adding to the community, as well as his music and everything like that.
This is one of
Okay.
my artworks, my
Okay,
art
that's
shirt as well.
beautiful. Okay, so you also create shirts.
Prototype.
All right, so y'all definitely go check
Yes,
out
I do.
Dejan. He has a Dayquan. He has a lot to offer. I can tell he has a lot of spiritual messages there as well. It was good talking to you, Dayquan. I'm glad you reached out. I'm going to go ahead and move forward. Don't forget to put your
Greetings,
information
greetings.
up
Thank
there.
you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now I'm going to bring on Christina. Christina, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Let me see. I don't know. It's kind of dark on your end. Are you able to position or change the lighting around a little bit?
Is that better?
Well,
My bad.
I guess we'll just have to. Right. So let me see. All right. No, it's fine. We welcome babies here. You know, we all got children, but y'all need to go to bed. Okay, you got your mama stressed out. What you doing up this time of night? And it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Where you calling from, Christina?
Salem, Oregon.
Salem, Oregon. Okay. So, how long have you been on the spiritual journey? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I forgot to ask you, what's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay. And you know what? Let me put your information up here first before we move forward. How can people reach you if they want to reach you here?
Email.
Okay. What's your email?
LAYLAY69697
Okay. All right. So how long have you been on a spiritual journey?
I'm going to say since around 2000, probably 20.
Okay, 2020. So about 4 years. So what triggered your spiritual awakening?
Just really bad karmic relationships just kind of woke me up.
Okay. So karmic energy woke you up out of sleep. So how has your dating experience been?
You know, I had heard someone say something earlier about the same energy, you know, kind of like in different bodies. I feel like it's the same with me.
Okay. Okay. So it's the same energy with you. So you haven't necessarily found anybody that's on your level spiritually then.
Right. So I've kind of just been more focused on just keeping a high vibration and just, you know, eventually maybe something will come. But yeah, the relationship dating thing has not been working at all. At all.
Okay. Well, what is your deal breaker when it comes to love?
I would have to say honesty. I mean, honesty is very important because people can say that they love you all the time, but do they really mean it? You know, do they really show it?
Okay. So are you welcoming love at this point? Do you feel like you're ready?
Yeah, I do feel like I'm ready. but I just feel like it's going to be so hard to find. I don't know why I feel like that.
Okay. All right. So in terms of, let's see, we already spoke about your deal breakers. Do you have a specific spiritual practice that you keep?
I'm not religious or anything like that. I just know that there's something greater than myself. But I don't know religion, just spiritual.
Just spiritual. Okay. So you prefer someone who's just spiritual. Do you welcome in people who are religious as well?
Not so much.
Okay. All right. So this is Christina. So if someone wants to contact you, do you have anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to add to this before we close out? Because I feel like we kind of ran through yours a little bit fast, but anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. I just wanted to see you again, Shavi. I love you. Shout out to Shavi Zayn. I love you. You're my main runner. I listen to you all the time. You my girl. You a queen. I love you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, this is Christina. We have her email up here at laylay69697@gmail.com. That's correct, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you said you was calling from where again?
Salem, Oregon.
Salem, Oregon. Okay. So do you want to date outside of Oregon, or do you prefer that they stay within your
I'm very open-minded. Very open-minded.
All right. So this is Christina. She's open-minded, Salem, Oregon. And you can reach her at her Gmail that's up there on the screen right now. She is a Scorpio. All right. Well, thank you, Christina.
You, Shavi.
You have a good night. And y'all go to bed
You
back
too.
there. Okay. Go ahead. All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right. So now I'm going to bring on Isaiah. Let's see. Hey, Isaiah.
Hey, how are you, Shavi? Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you. I don't know if they can hear you as well in the chat, but y'all will let us know. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's good to meet you as well. So where are you calling from?
Carthage, Mississippi.
Carthage, Mississippi?
Carthage, Carthage.
Okay. Well, let's just say Mississippi. So
yeah,
Isaiah's calling from Mississippi. Okay. All right. So what is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Pisces. Okay. So very, very spiritually inclined energy. Okay. So Pisces. All right. So how long have you been on the spiritual journey?
Since the end of I want to say the December 2022. I was going through a bad marriage at 22 years old and family problems. And I literally had let me tell you the truth. I literally kind of like was going through it so bad for like so many years. I literally had lost like a part of my memory. That honestly. Wow. And God swooped in, the Almighty Creator, Source, however you guys would like to, call the Creator by, came in and just showed me love from strangers. Opened me up and just allowed me to start seeing things from a spiritual perspective, and finding so much love from complete strangers, and finding the spiritual people within this community. It's like when I started seeing the people, it's like I could tell that like there was like one of me, like one of us. It was like I was so separated. Like when I first awoken, I can say that I was just very quiet. It was like I could see like the fakery between people. It was like I could see it. It was like I was just giggling so much, and I don't know. I was like one of the monks or something when I first awoke in.
Okay, so you're saying you spent a lot of time in hermit mode at that when you first awakened. You spent a lot of time alone, but you was able to see through the energies a lot. So you're pretty young. You said you're about 24 now.
Yes, I'm 24 right now.
Okay, so you awakened at 22. So that's a big deal, when you awaken at such a young age. Sometimes it can be a lot to take in, but it's something about those double digits, because I awakened at 33. So, it's like that master number energy. So that's good. So where do you stand spiritually? Like how has because you said you're divorced now? Or
Yes, okay. I am. That's the best decision I made in my life.
Huh?
I said that was one of the best decisions I actually made.
Okay. Yeah, because you got married so young. So,
At
okay, so you're
19.
divorced now. So how has your dating life been since you awakened at 22?
Well, literally, like now being like God being like my bestie, um, you know, like my ride or die. Basically, like with the discernment, it's like I become so intelligent. The discernment has like got on levels like I see people your age, people in their 50s and 60s that don't even know themselves yet. And like literally, I'm the person that people always come to, kind of like Vanetta a little bit.
You hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. One moment, because I think Dayquan. I need. You got to take yourself off of the. You got to take yourself off there. Yeah, take yourself off the screen, please. I'm sorry, Isaiah.
You good?
You got to take yourself off the screen because I tried to. Let me see, because All right, I'm listening. Go ahead, please.
But yes, I've always been the person that people could always come to. Like since I was young, they always said it was something about me. You know, people like calling me the golden child and stuff like that. I was like, ain't no golden child. What y'all talking about? But I started, God started showing that within me, and I'm just seeing how mature I was from an early age. Like literally, it was like, and I grew up in the church. I was religious, Christian. I stepped off on that. I'm here to break all the family generational curses. It's 111 to be exact right now. On my clock, it's 111. I'm here to break all the chains, and I've broken so many curses that people kind of just hate me. They just had to say it just like that.
It's true.
And and that's I'm here because like I know I got like a legacy ahead of me. Like I have the wealth. I'm the barrier of the wealth. I truly know that. I'm the barrier of the wealth within the spirit and also in the financial abundance. I'm here to bring the wealth and generational wealth down to my grandchildren's children, like the third, fourth generation. Anyways, also in the midst of that, I had quit working for other people. I stopped working back at around the same time, and I was just asking God for a sign, and God literally showed me a sign. I started door dashing, and I can remember like yesterday, I met this guy literally while I was out door dashing. It was Super Bowl Sunday 2022. It's this multi-millionaire. I'm not gonna say his name or how many millions or whatever. Anyways, literally was having a normal conversation just like this, and he had gave me some opportunities like beyond the measures. And right now, I invested in some things, and I'm taking that right now and I'm pushing it forward. It's actually helpful to the community of businesses within it. I invested in a franchise, but yes.
So you find yourself attracting people who can help build up your vision, it sounds like.
I didn't know what I was getting into though. Yeah, I didn't know that I was always dreamed of being, rich, having the opportunity to be rich. But I didn't know.
All right. Well, I could definitely see you going far places, especially having so much wisdom at such a young age. So then would you say that you're open to love now? Because it sounds like you're newly divorced. Are you open to welcoming love into your life?
Not like relationship type of love like that. I'm open to it. I'm most definitely, because I need the perfect goddess to come to a brother's life that meet me on this highly intellectual capacity that I obtain. Most definitely. With that love, with that pure feminine, goddess energy. Most definitely. Yes, I'm open to it. Later down the line, I just continue building myself up, like I said earlier.
So if somebody wants to reach out to you, then how can they find you?
Well, I don't do much. I'm just focused on business stuff right now. But I guess
Well,
y'all can
maybe they
just
want to reach
email me.
out to you for business. If
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
wants to
yeah.
reach out to you for any reason.
So I'm building my social media platform on Instagram right now. I'm starting to do a little content. I'm a little behind, but I'm steady going. I'm coming with more. It's
Okay.
ERC. Excuse me. Let me go over it. 1 second. Am I still on the screen?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. But y'all can hear me. Okay. So I help small businesses and medium-sized businesses. You'll need no more than like 5 employees at the minimum to try to apply for the ERC program. It's a fully refundable tax credit that's calculated off of the wages you paid your employees during the COVID pandemic. Anything such as a shutdown, partial shutdown, supply shortage, or just anything that like made your business change up the way that you had to deal with customers during the pandemic, which I know that was affected by everybody. So I'm on Instagram and
Okay. Okay. Well, if you
all
don't mind,
caps,
just go.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, go ahead.
all lowercase, and I'm gonna also drop it in the chat. It's ERTC underscore guru underscore of underscore Jones
Oh yeah,
underscore
no, yeah.
associates. Yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all look out for Isaiah's information. He's more so looking for business connections right now. Love is
Mm-hmm.
something that he's open to down the line. He's focused on building generational wealth for his family. And you said you're from where you from again?
Carthage, Mississippi.
Mississippi. I knew. Okay, Mississippi. And so he is also a Pisces.
Yes.
So there you go, Isaiah. So if you want to reach out to him, he's going to leave his information. I appreciate you reaching out, Isaiah. It was great talking to you and hearing from you. You take good care of yourself.
You too. And it's so great meeting you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. So that's what I have, y'all. It's late now. It's late. And I know when it's time for me to get up in the morning, I'm going to be kicking myself. But we're going to get this thing more organized, moving ahead as far as timing so we can make sure that I can get in more people. We can be more organized with the questions and know what to expect. But I'm glad that y'all stuck it out with me tonight. Oh, thank you 2 times. And so I will be posting on a community page, and I'll remind y'all about this when I do my my regular uploads as far as the readings and the messages that I bring through to let you know when you can tap in for the love chats. And we'll talk about other things too. But I do want to bring a community together specifically for love. So I do want to kind of keep this in that realm for those of you who are ready to connect on a spiritual level. So just know that all you have to do is email me when that time comes. Email me and I'll send you the link, and then we'll just proceed from there. It's a very easy process, as you can see. So, all right, I'm sending y'all love out there. I hope y'all get some good rest, and I will talk to y'all next time. All right, good night, y'all.